Welcome everybody to Hammer's Chats Match Day 3, I think. Premier League watch along. It's your boy. I was going to say me, but that's presumptuous. It's your boy Tom Atherton, aka Athers32, alongside
and your boy Charlie Walsh, aka
Lad. Love that, oh, mate. Yes, love that. It's West Ham Wolves. It's the first. We're now sort of getting into that period of horrendous fixtures. I'd like to welcome you all. Thank you all for joining us. Tom, how do you feel about the match that is about to happen?
Not good.
Not good.
Would be the best way to describe it. How about you? How are you feeling ahead of today?
Honestly, I can't tell. Part of me is confident, and I don't know why, but another part of me is like, we're going to get battered. I do think, I think from this run of fixtures, we are going to pick something up. I do think we're going to pick up a surprise result somewhere. I don't know where, but I think it'll either be today or Leicester. Now, has the Leicester game finished? What was the final score?
Sorry, I didn't want to annoy people.
No, that's right.
I'm moving of my mic. 1 second. It finished 5-2, I think.
Okay, so this is the thing. I was more confident about the Leicester game than I was this one. And then Tom was, as we were just setting up, Tom was like, oh my God, they've scored again. Oh my God, there's another goal. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. And I'm like, maybe that confidence is waning a little bit. So maybe I'm more confident for today. I don't know. I do think we're going to pick up points either today or against Leicester. So,
I mean,
but I think that's perhaps
go off with a little hobble. So if there's any slight positive for us, but hey, who knows? Anyway, the chat. Welcome. One and all. Let's see, we've got in today. Jeffrey Stelly says first, hello, Jeffrey. Liam MCC, Ombraphobia, always good to see you. James Gunn, Clayton, Peach to 5'9", Irish Tommy, Flo Sheezy. Who else? We got the regulars are in. Words and Pictures. It's a new one around here. Dave Ben, welcome. Jamie Green, welcome. Rebecca is in the house. West Ham Clips, good evening. And Chris Churchlow so far. Hopefully that will pick up very soon as we head into kickoff. But thank you so much to every single one of you that has joined us for the match day. And yeah, I haven't seen a team so far. Charlie definitely hasn't seen a team either. I have sent the team to Gonzo for the pre-match. I didn't look at it. I just copied and pasted because I was in a rush. So yeah,
should we jump straight to it? And let's jump to the team show. Who would you like first? West Ham United or Wolverhampton Wanderers?
Let's go Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Wolverhampton Wanderers it is, and they line up as so. A bit of an awkward frame. In fact, let's fix that now, shall we? Live on stream. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's a bit better. Let's just zoom in. We're doing some live editing on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't be asked to do any more, so I'll do. They line up as so. Rui Patricio in goal. A back. Oh, what? Have you noticed something? Have you noticed one specific thing? We'll get there. I saw that as well. We'll get there. Rui Patricio in goal. Wilfred Boley, Connor Cody, and Saiss at centre back. How do you? I can never pronounce their left wing back's name. How do you pronounce it?
Vinagre, I think. Ruben Vinagre.
There you go.
Vinagre.
There we go. And Semedo on the other side, just signed from Barcelona, of course. Ruben Neves and João Moutinho in the middle, and then Neto, Raul Jimenez, and Adam Traore. Which one are you scared about, or which side are you scared about? Is maybe the way I should word it.
Big John Roddy on the bench. Who's that? Hoover. It's really hard to see.
Yeah, Roddy, Hoover, Fabio Silva, Viton. Thank you. I'm struggling. I always struggle with one. Then Donker, Shabani, and then Kilman on the bench. Maximilian Kilman. Is it
Killerman?
Is it Killerman?
No, it was Kilman. Killerman.
Oh, this Killerman. Let's get him on. Can I also just say, just before we go into it, I appreciate how the Wolves like media team do this like match day news thing on the side. That's quite cool. It's quite nice. Just like they're like, oh, you get here, Semedo's making his debut. It's just fun. So your club could never. Anyway, yeah. So what side scares you most?
All of it. No, I think the big one, obviously, for me was I don't understand the quarantine period. Because people were saying that Gareth Bale's quarantine period meant that he could come out when he'd finished playing, or the week or a couple of days before it was us, and then Semedo already fit and cleared quarantine to play us. The worst thing about that is that Adama Traore no longer has to play wing back, and he's just the overlaps down both sides, mainly that Adama Traore side. We know that Nelson Semedo has pace to burn. Seen him in the Champions League. So yeah, that right hand side is obviously. I imagine if we've gone 5 at the back, I think we will have gone with a similar formation to try and counter them. And I'm really worried that David Moyes is going to get stuck in that mindset of going 5 at the back every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment, it looks like that left-hand side is going to have a real tough job facing it, basically. And again, depending on whether we've gone 1 or 2 up top against those 3 centre-halves, it's going to be difficult. So I expect them, especially Neves and Moutinho, pulling the strings in midfield. We are going to be up against it, shall we say, from early doors. But looking at that lineup as well, the Wolves fan we spoke to with Ray on Hammer the Point. Shout out Hammer the Point.
Shout out Hammer the Point. Shout out Ray. Ray Borum. Lovely man. 2 Spanners, 1 Hammer. Ham's Chat Patreon. Check it out. Link below.
And the Wolves fan was saying, we don't mind. You can have the ball and you can come at us and whatnot. But I sit with that team. That's not a team that's going to sit back and let us have the ball. That is a team that's going to be pressing from the front. They've got pace all over the pitch. They've got 2 absolute. Shout out to Rebecca with the Beckmeister General, but they've got two Meisters in midfield who just pull the strings. And like I said, for me, looking at that team at the minute, there's not too many weaknesses really. Podence didn't make the bench as well, which is interesting.
He didn't, yeah. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if he's injured or what.
And he was one of their better players last week as well in the second half against was it City they played? Yeah, I think it was City.
Yeah, it was.
Looked a lot better.
Lost 3-1.
So yeah, no, this is going to be a long old afternoon for us, unfortunately. As Eric jumps in with a 10.
Eric, thank you so much, sir.
That is krona.
With a 10 Swedish krona, which changes value because of the way economics work. So I'm going to say it was £100. Thank you, Eric, with £100. We appreciate it, my friend. We appreciate it. In fact, just before we go on to this, let's just do this real quick. Let me give me a second before we go wild and jump into the West Ham thing.
What about the chat? Let me just quickly, whilst Charlie's doing that, how are you feeling, chat, about that formation today? Let's have a look. Connor says he'll be hiding behind his pillow. Miller Flanagan, all of you that have joined, Richie Von Rock, all of you guys that are in here talking about it. Anyway, so what we're saying about the lineup. Wolves were in League One, says James, when we left Upton Park. Now look at them. Sorry for the depression. Thanks, James.
Appreciate it.
I can't wait. Dejan Garner setting up on Arnautovic for some Blazers and seeing Gakia work with Tarkowski on defence. The bowling is going to be rocking loud. # alternative reality.
We all like to live in our own little world sometimes, And unfortunately, the world we live in is trash.
This game should be classed as Certificate X. Gonna be nasty. Love that, Andrew. Yeah, it's tough. It's no way. Everywhere we look at it, it's going to be very tough.
It's tough.
Should we go on to West Ham?
In the words of No Life Shack, that's tough. Let's go for the West Ham lineup, shall we? So, Fabianski in goal. Fredericks, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Masuaku. So it looks like we have gone back to the 5 at the back as expected. Declan Rice and Thomas Souček. And then up front, Pablo Fornals, Jared Bowen, and Mikhail Antonio. With a subsequence of Randolph, Johnson, Noble, Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Haller. That's the lineup I expected. How do you feel?
I expected it. Can't say as I'm disappointed. What's the subs bench real quick? Let me just quickly take a look at the subs bench.
The subs bench once again is Darren Randolph, Ben Johnson, Noble, Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Sebastian, Haller. I'll go first. It's exactly what I expected. I don't expect Moyes to change. The only thing he's changed is the one he was forced into, and that's Balbuena in for Diop, of course, and that's exactly what I thought would happen. I didn't expect him to change anything. He has his ting. He goes for it. He lives in it. He wallows in it. That's fine. That's his prerogative. However, I personally would have liked to have seen. The thing is, I would have liked to have seen, for example, Yarmolenko I'd argue over Bowen potentially, and Haller potentially over Antonio or Fornals. Like, I would have liked to have seen him start. I can't lie, but I'm not surprised whatsoever he's gone for this. And in many ways, this is the sort of best counter-attacking formation he sort of can have gone for if he's expecting to be under the cosh, but that's just the way he plays anyway, so I don't know why I'm saying he expects. He does that every game. So maybe even Anderson for Fornals. I don't know. It's difficult. We have so many attacking players, and to be honest, this formation means we can only play 3 of them at any 1 second, which is very frustrating. Because you look at the bench, you've got Lanzini, Anderson, and Yarmolenko all just sat there, not starting, and it's fine. But like, how many attacking players do we have? The answer is 1, 2, 3. The rest of them are all defenders in some way, shape, or form, or defensive minded.
What really annoys me is the fact that obviously I imagine it's going to be exactly the same as Wolves, which is the 5-2-3 sort of formation. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And it just, I don't understand what Yarmolenko, Haller have to do every week. Scoring goals again. Scoring goals in a cup competition is a bit different to scoring goals in the Premier League. I understand that, but the way Wolves are and the type of side they are in terms of pace, power, strength, a lot of them have that. Pablo Fornals, if he's playing out on that left-hand side, is going to struggle to create because he hasn't got the pace and he hasn't got the power to potentially be beating the likes of Adama Traore or even Semedo. He doesn't have the pace to get around either of them. You know, I don't know. I thought I would have liked to have seen, if anything, Antonio down that left-hand side, either Bowen or Yarmolenko down that right-hand side. I think Bowen hasn't had the greatest start to the season. That's fair enough. I'm quite happy to give him a pass. We're only 3 games in. But it would have been nice to see, especially how well that Yarmolenko's been playing, to play him out on the right and Haller up top. So I would have opted for a bit more beef, should we say, a bit more beef in my lineup. And like I said, I think Antonio could have been a problem out wide because I think for me, Fornals is just going to be. I'll be shocked if we see much of Fornals today, is what I'm saying. I'd love to be proven wrong. Just think he's so wasted out on that left-hand side. If that's where he's going to play, he may go 2 up top. It may be Bowen and Antonio up top and 3 in midfield, with 2 sitting in Rice and Souček.
Yeah.
But if he's going to completely match up against what Wolves is doing and he's out on that left-hand side, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. I just feel sorry for Haller and Yarmolenko and even Lanzini actually this week to a certain extent. Because those guys won't see the pitch until 10 minutes to go, at which point it's wasted and they can't have an impact on the game. So, West Ham United doing our best to keep our most expensive players around the club since its inception.
It's the way it is. Once again, Fabian Andeski, Fredericks, Balbuena, Bono, Cresswell, Masuaku, Rice, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, Antonio, Randolph, Johnson, Noble, Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Haller. It's expected. It is what it is. I think you raise a good point. If you look at the Wolves lineup again, I mean, the thing is about Fornals is he's not beating anyone for pace ever. And so I almost don't get worried about that. So as pacey as that right-hand side is with Adama and Semedo, which is where he's going to be, and Bolly to an extent, he's not slow. Or at least not in my opinion. It's not. He's never pacey. He's never going to beat anyone for pace. And so I think it's more a case of getting him to drift inside to those central areas, a bit like Payet used to do. Drift into those central areas to drift in behind, ideally, Moutinho and Neves into this kind of space here, and then get the through balls going to hopefully an on-rushing Antonio and Bowen. And in that sense, then that might be the best lineup. That's why you leave out Yarmolenko because he's not as fast as Bowen, and that's why you leave out Haller because he's not as fast as Antonio. Thing is, if that works, that works. I don't know. We'll see. I will have to dip in a moment for a minute or 2 while I set up my stream. Actually, I'm going to do that now while I set up my stream and stuff. So I'll let you be in control. But before we do that, James Gunn getting the sub bingo off early. Thank you, James Gunn, for the £2 donation. 78th minute. This is a good one, Tom. Now, Moyes is as in the stadium as you and I are. Okay. Does this affect his subs?
No, of course it doesn't. I think he must be allowed. There must be some protocol put in place, I'm sure, where he'll have an earpiece in today, Alan Irvine, and David Moyes can contact him. Obviously, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Obviously, he'll be doing it by Zoom, which is really interesting. What a world we live in at the minute, eh? But yeah, it's. I don't think he's going to be have his say. Like I said last week, was it when we were doing our watch along? Can you imagine Alan Irvine going up to the subs bench in like the 65th minute, and all of a sudden he gets a phone call in his ear, and it's just David Moyes like, "Don't you fucking dare do that! Sit him down back on the bench. 80th minute plus only." So it'll be like, so yeah. We'll have to see, but I think everything today is Moyes tactically.
So what are you thinking? So 70. So we got 78 for Rebecca coming in with the 79. Thank you, Rebecca, with the £2 donation. 79. I feel like I'm gonna stick try and true. I feel like my formula works. I'm saying 69, but it's only gonna be one. It'll be one. It will be. Hear me out. It will be 69 minutes. It will be Yarmolenko for Fornals, and then we have to wait until like 84 to get the second one.
76, I think. I think so. 76. It's a great game we play every week here, guys. It's more
sub bingo. Get involved. Let us know when you think your the first subs will happen. Tom, I'm going to dip out for a second.
All right.
Take over.
Good luck. Are you gone? Okay, Charlie's gone. I'm in charge. Right. As Fo Sheezy comes in with a £2 donation, who says 81st minute. Now, Fo, you're banned this week because you donated literally as the sub was coming on, and you could see the sub coming on. You're banned. But thank you for the £2 donation. Right, while Charlie's away, quickly, as some of you will know, because I know a lot of you in here have joined up this week, we do now have a Discord for you guys to join. Some of the guys that are in here are already in there. My brother, the lovely Ben Atherton, helped set up, as he donates £1.99 because he's an idiot. Stop wasting your money. After's 32, he helped set up the Hammers Chat Discord. So on a match day, it will be probably more prevalent for people needing streams and stuff like that. On Tuesdays, especially coming up this Tuesday when the game's behind a paywall, we'll get a lot of people coming in to view the streams. And so we can try and direct them to our Discord that we have. So I will pop the Discord in the chat. If you join up, general West Ham discussions every day. We've got off topic. There's memes. There's an over 18 channel if you enjoy the sick side of life, said Rebecca to a certain extent. But I shall pop it in the chat. You guys can join up there. It's great fun for those who've already joined. My brother's done an excellent job. Like I said, if you're in need of streams, there's a stream links in there. All of Hammers Chat's uploads go in there. There's the general discussion about football. Don't forget, you can select your team when you go in there as well. So it pops up with the claret name that comes up. My brother's done an amazing job. So yeah, if you could do join up, and hopefully we'll see somebody in there. I will plug that now and again during the chat. But there we go. Do join in. Anyway, Charlie is back, but I don't know if he's back.
No, not back just yet. I need to finish setting this up. Did I run and get a drink? I don't know what you're talking about, Shaymouth.
What was I going to say? Somebody said, "Can you show the lineup?" Without Charlie, I don't have access to do that. However, I can. He said, "Give me a second. He's gonna chuck it up."
West Ham lineup as such: Fabianski, Fredericks, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Masuaku, Declan Rice, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, Antonio, with a subs bench of Randolph Johnson, Noble Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Sebastian Haller. So that looks like the exact same formation we used against Arsenal, and practically the same team, barring the Diop force change. Wolves, however, line up as such. We have Rui Patricio, Bolly, Cody, Saiz, Semedo, Moutinho, Neves, Vinag. Say it again. Say it again for me, Tom.
I beat myself. Vinagre,
thank you. I didn't know you knew yourself. And then Adama, Neto, Raul Jimenez, with a bench of Ruddy, Hoover, Silva. Say it again, Tom.
Vinagre.
Not that
Vinagre.
one. Not that one. The one on the bench. Vitinho.
Vitinha.
Thank you. It's his name at the end. That's why. Then Donker, Shabani, and Kilman, or as we're going to call him, Killerman. Those are the lineups. Two similar looking teams. One significantly better than the other. Tom, back to you.
Hello. Sorry. So for those of you that did just join up with the Discord, thank you so much. Like I said, it's only going to grow bigger. I think we're up to near on 100 members now, so we're hopefully going to keep growing that up and up and up as the weeks go by. If you are just joining, I will just keep chucking a link in for you guys to join. It won't be every 5 minutes, but you know, I'll mention it sort of every half an hour or so because we want a lot of the people to join up. And if you need streams, there you go. Also, if you haven't, do drop a like on today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We actually just passed today. I've just seen 13,700 subscribers in the bottom right hand corner for me, I think. Yeah. So thank you every single one of you that's helped support us in the last few weeks. Anyway, let's get score predictions going in from the chat. What are we saying today? I think myself, I'm saying 3-1 to Wolves, although now I've seen that lineup, I think it's going to be even worse than that.
I can say this. I am saying 3-1 as well to Wolves. As I said, I'm both scared and not very scared at the same time. I don't know why. If you say to me now we get battered 4-0, I'll be like, yep. If you say to me now we sneak out a cheeky 2-1 win, I'd say yeah. But I'll say 3-1 win to Wolves, unfortunately. I'm going back. Yours, Tom. Bye.
Right, let's have a look. Let's see in the chat, see what people are saying. Gollum is so depressing to look at. GSBM out. Which one are you describing as Gollum, Mr. Sheos? I suppose it's Moyes, but then again, I mean, you could also say that for Golden Sullivan, couldn't you? Clayton 4-1 Wolves. I imagine that is 3-2 or 3-1 wins is Ombraphobia. 3-0 Wolves from Foe. Richie, is that 4-1 us, Richie, or is that 4-1 to Wolves? I don't know. Are you being optimistic? Jana Bay 3-0 Wolves. Rebecca 3-0 Wolves. Connor 4-1 Wolves. My brother says 3-0 West Ham. Idiot. Eric says 4-2 Wolves. West Ham Clips 2-0 Wolves. Jonathan Reese 2-2. Dave Ben, we're going to win 2-1. Jeffrey Stelly 2-1 Wolves. 5-1 Wolves, says Stormy Brooks. Hello. Sorry, that was quick Ted Cam. Richie said we're going to lose 4-1. Adam Norris 2-1 West Ham. I'm not optimistic. I'm not optimistic. I've got such an itchy face at the minute. I do not know why. I think it's because I've been asleep. Sorry, I keep rubbing my face. 8-7 wins, says Jamie Gray. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm not optimistic, guys, after seeing that lineup. I don't think, as Clayton says, it'll be really that bad. I don't think it's a case of us being that bad. It's just the standard of opposition that we're playing at the minute. It's going to be tough, isn't it, for us week in, week out? And especially when we're playing these pacey players that have got pace to burn against our back 4 or 5, especially when we haven't got the pace to go in behind. I don't know. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. Fo saying that we need a Maisie Cam. She's kicking about somewhere. I don't know where she is. She will appear, I'm sure, throughout the watch long. Hombraphobia says, you can tell Tom went to uni. He pronounces my name well. Well, I don't like to gloat that I went to uni because, I mean, I haven't exactly finished uni yet, especially when my deadline is coming up in 5 days, something like that. Still got a few thousand words to write.
Listen.
Sorry, Charlie.
Listen. I pronounce it well, and I dropped out of 6th form, Ombraphobia. And I'm going to say this. Can Tom count like I can? You know? Tom, give me 2 random numbers from 1 to 10,000 now.
Well, we're not playing this game.
Give me 2 random numbers. From 1, I'll go back to doing my things. Sorry.
Charlie's a good mathematician. There's that uni education for you right there. Ronan Sheridan says, watching the game here, mate, and Crouchy and Cum and your women all made good points about the owners. You're going to have to elaborate there, Ronan. Your women all made good points about the owners. Is that on BT Sport now they're making good points about the owners? I imagine so. Rebecca, I pronounce it well and I have no GCSEs. Oh yeah, you see, look, El Nombre is in the house, Rebecca. So again, you can pronounce El Nombre, but you won't pronounce my new computer as El Pollo Loco. Just wrong. I did get a new PC this week, guys. I just had to chuck that in there just to annoy Charlie. You can't see me shaking his head.
I'm not annoyed at all. I'm happy you got a new PC because mine is still significantly more powerful than yours. So I'm actually not concerned about that at all. I like it. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. Good for you. Good for you. give it. No, I'm joking. El Pollo Loco is here. El Diablo and El Pollo Loco are out here with bare ram.
What we're gonna say? Blah, 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 blah. Rice rumor, if true, any normal club would have. But yeah, that's been a big talking point this week as we sort of edge closer to kick off. We are 15 minutes out. Charlie is going to be with me. He's just sorting some stuff to do with his stream for later on because we've kind of been lent it for the day by Rebecca. So the Declan Rice rumours, I'm of the opinion that if he goes, I need him to go ASAP. Because if it's true that he wants out and he wants to leave, surely him leaving and giving us, would say time to at least buy replacements or bring him in, bring some players in for him would be the best way to go. So yeah, him hanging on and then it just being a last minute deadline deal where they get Rice and we sign no one, then I think we really are in the crap at that point, shall we say? It's just not good. It's just not good. Any normal club would have a replacement already on board before selling. Chelsea are bragging they're stealing him as we're skin. But that's the thing as well, isn't it? It's because you need the replacements lined up. We do. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. In big trouble today. Near on 200 of you are in here today. If you haven't, do drop a like on the video already. Subscribe if you haven't to Hammer's Chat. I think Gonzo will be taking over at full time today, doing the live review at full time. Because Gio is out gallivanting the Scottish seaside today. I don't know where he is. I think he's just having a week off. So Gonzo will be taking over at full time to do the match review. And then obviously you'll get all the fan cams as normal. Myself and Charlie will be sticking those up onto the channel, putting all the thumbnails and graphics on and all that good stuff afterwards. There's a lot of noises happening in my Discord. I imagine that's for people joining. Holy crap, there is a lot of you that have joined. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14 of you have joined so far. Again, I will drop a link. You have match day streams in there.
Thank you everyone for joining. Joining in frivolities. For those of you who listen, we know that part of this stream, a big thing is food cam. And I'll say this, I saw CB in the chat earlier asking for it. It's on its way. I've got it. Food cam is curry cam today. I've got the curry. It's sat there. I haven't eaten it yet. It's burning me up. I really want to eat it. But we even have a food section on there. It's a grand old time. Get involved and also, more importantly for you lot right now, streams. So go check it out. Links in the chat. Thank you everyone who joined. Lovely, lovely people.
Don't forget when you're in there. I will say, I think in the stream links, you can't post in the stream links. There are a couple of people that we have as stream admins who have links to the game. They will direct you into the stream links bit. Gingerbread, if you see his name, he's a stream link admin. So if his streams are usually legitimate as well. If you're more used to the sort of more conventional soccer streams like the Reddit stuff, that's in there as well. So get involved in that. And don't forget, the main thing is to choose your team when you come in, because we want all the fans, like, West Ham fans first and foremost, but we know sometimes opposition fans come in. So please choose your team when you go in there. My brother spent a lot of time sorting it out, so please do choose your team when you get in there. As Ben says, 100 on the Discord. Stevie C says, can Hammer's Chat make the largest West Ham Discord group? Well, do you know what? I hope so, because so far it's been popping off. Like Charlie said, there's off-topic chats if you like basketball, if you like wrestling. There's food chat if you want to just share your food for the day, because we here both appreciate good food.
Love good food.
Memes, the stories, suggestions, stream links, uploads, all that good stuff. So please, today, I think today's stream and Tuesday's stream is probably, you'll hear the most self-promotion for the Discord. And then afterwards, we won't really mention it again. So the more of you that join this week, the better. Right. Ray Borum joins the chat. Anyway, Charlie,
Ray, lovely man. Good to see you, my friend.
We just shouted you out, Ray. We just shouted you out.
We did. Before I go back to doing what I was just doing, food cam, activate. It's an actual curry cam today, as you can see.
What we dip out for 1 second.
So this is a terrible look at it. I can't lie, and I'm nowhere near as good as if you were on the Discord. You would have seen Foshizi doing bits. Tom, feel free to dip out. That's fine. You would have seen that's Tom full screen. That's not me full screen. That's me full screen. Hello. You would have seen Fo's got his beautiful curries tin going on, right? This is nowhere near as beautiful as that, right? But what we do at the weekends here is I tend to make a curry that we do for the three of us who live in the house. for yesterday and today. So this is day 2, but it's a beautiful curry. It's a masala. It's a vegetable masala. It does look like dog sick, but what's the problem? The problem with this camera, right, is that it's significantly worse quality than this one. So if I show it here, you can see it's a lot less like sick looking than there, which is a problem. But the more exciting bit for me, and I want to get everyone's opinion on this, naan breads, right? So we got the double small naan bread here. Now these are Peshwari naans. These are Peshwari naan breads. I know I've asked this before, but we've got some different people in here, and I really want to know what is everyone's favorite Peshwari? What's everyone's favorite naan bread? Because mine, solid Peshwari. But let me know. So I'm gonna mute myself while I eat. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Thank you for the timing. Appreciate it. What's your favorite naan? Yours is normal
We have
garlic,
been joined.
isn't it?
There you go.
Oh,
We've
yes,
been joined,
more
ladies and
importantly.
gentlemen. There you go. The first Maisie of the day. There she is, beautifully just wagging her tail, doing bits, as per usual. What's my favourite naan? Peshwari.
Is it Peshwari, isn't it?
I think so. Just because it's just nice, isn't it? It's just one of them ones. It's just nice. The coconut garlic bread's a bit too harsh, you know. I'm usually onion bhajis first. I will quickly say Ginger has updated the stream links and he's put all of the stream links in for today's matches in the Discord in the stream links. So if you are struggling in the Discord, there are stream links. How long have we got till kickoff? We've got 9 minutes to kick off. Somebody's asking about our score predictions. I said, Ronan, it would be 3-1 to Wolves, unfortunately.
I also
to be
said
optimistic.
3-1 to Wolves, but I don't know. I feel a bit more optimistic than I was. I can't lie.
Okay. Charlie's just eating some food. I'm just going to quickly get the game up on my phone, so I'm ready to go. Make sure the volume is turned all the way down because we don't want to get shut down, do we? BT Sport, where are you? Live Premier League football. Shout out to Rebecca, please. Top notch as always. There is lots of stuff popping off in my ears. Nick Swire Thompson, I imagine that is welcome to the Discord, my friend. Welcome to all new people. Indeed, he kept telling me not to send double messages, so I did them one at a time. Okay, thanks, Ginge. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm just looking at Charlie. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to log in on my phone, but every time I go off the So every time I go off the app to look at the stuff that I need to log in, the app gets rid of the stuff I've already entered, and so I'm trying to memorize like a random sequence of letters and numbers, and memory not smart good, so it's a bit of a problem for me.
Can you just?
Yeah. Of course. It's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. It's done it again. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. I'm scrolling back up because I want to know the favourite naan bread situation. Because I'm hungry, is the truth, and I just want to know. I just wish to know. Right, where were we at? Keema naan. What is a keema? Everyone keeps telling me keema naan, but I don't know what a keema naan is. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I want to know what a keema is. I want to deeps it. I've never had it. I look at it on the menu and I'm like, so I never have it. All naan is good, says Ombraphobia, which is a solid shout. I will basically eat anything that's put in front of me. I can't lie to you.
Hello, I am back.
Hello. Cheesy. And so is Maisie. Cheesy garlic naan.
Jackmate's in the chat. Oh, Jackmate, nice to see you. Hello.
All right, Jack. Good to see you, bro.
How you doing?
He's saying 4-0, which is probably equally accurate as what we're saying.
Yeah. Okay. She's not agreeing, is she?
Hang on. I just want to go back to this naan very quickly. I just want to go back to the naan situation quickly, right? Because cheesy garlic naan I've never had, but I'm going to say this now. I'm also just going to mute Tom slightly. I'm going to say this now. Cheese is overrated. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Peshwari all the way, thank you. Orange and ginger Peshwari. Does that exist? Is that a thing that's real? I've never even heard of that, Tom. I've never even heard of that. What's the coconut one, says Ray? The answer is Peshwari.
It is
Keeming
Peshwari.
on again. Peshwari, garlic. Garlic, I don't mind a garlic naan, but I feel like it overpowers the curry, and that's my problem with it. Butter naan, fair enough, that's decent. Jazz would be very happy if he was here. There's a lot. Do you know what? There's a lot of big
A lot of big
naan
suggestions.
opinions. Not big naan opinions.
As Rebecca donates £2 and says, "Hey Charlie, woof." Just to be that little bit more annoying. Have you got everything set up now on your phone, or are you?
No, I'm doing it, and I'm going back to do that now.
Okay.
I'll stay here if I need to interject, but it will just be you for a minute.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Omphobia. She had a big one. She had a big one at lunchtime. She had a massive one actually. She went out to the woods near where I live. What was I going to say? I see that Charlie's just come in and completely just taken over with food chat. I love to see. There's just lots of curry talk going on in the chat. This is what you do.
Look, yeah. The thing is I feel like, look, we know our niche. Okay, we know our niche. We're not West Ham Fan TV. Okay, we're not anyone else. We do our own thing here. What our thing is deep sink food a bit too much. So have I controlled that a bit too much? Maybe, but we're here now. We are here now.
Jack, mate, hello. What channel is the game on? BT Sport 1. If you don't have it, which I assume you might do, the Ham Chat Discord, there's links in there if you want to go grab a link. If not, yeah, it's BT Sports 1. If you listen to Rebecca, it's not BT Spotty. Nice, Rebecca. Pretty much we are ready to go. Is there a live? I will chuck the Discord in for those of you that do need a stream link for today. We're pretty much set up and ready to go here. The camera is panning around the London Stadium. We're looking nice. Marcy Albanese says Roman to watch the game. Jump in our Discord. There'll be links to all the streams and stuff like that going on there. But yes, players are ready to go. The watch along is ready to go for another week. Another fun loss potentially. Looking West Ham staring down the barrel of another loss. But we're here with you guys all the way, unfortunately, till full time, where Gonza will be taking over as Gio is away this weekend. And you don't even have to go anywhere for that. You just stay right here. Links will go in for Gonza at full time. And yeah.
Yeah, we will spam that in the chat, so you don't even have to move anywhere. Full match day coverage right here on Ham's Chat, all the way through just the day, the whole night, everything. And then, of course, fan cams going up after. We got it all down. We've got it all down. We're dangerously close to kickoff. I'm dangerously without a stream. We're living life on the edge. Hopefully the teams start slow.
I can tell you when it kicks off, so you can start the stopwatch.
Thank you. That would be useful.
People start along.
So
teams are coming out onto the pitch. Oh dear.
I can't get over the fact I'm not as scared as other people right now. Like, I'm scared, but I'm not shooketh to my very coreth, you know? Like, I'm like, okay, there's a possibility we could get something. There is a possibility we could get something. I don't think we will, but I do think there's a cheeky outside chance. But I just don't know. I don't know how big that is. I just feel like we could. Look, for us to be able to do it, like I said, let's go through the lineups once again, just in case you weren't aware of the lineups. Let's go through it, and then I can say sort of what I want to say. Fabianski, Fredericks, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Masuaku at the back, in the back five. Rice, Souček in the middle. Fornals, Bowen, Antonio up front, with a bench of Randolph Johnson, Noble, Lanzini, Anderson, Yarmolenko, Sebastian Haller. And Wolves line up with Patricio. Get ready, it's Tom, because I'm going to need your help in a second. Bolly, Cody, Semedo, and Vinagre. God damn it. Moutinho, Neves, and then up front, Neto, Adama, and Raúl Jimenez.
Oh, Rahul.
Rahul Jimenez.
like the Indian cricketer himself, KL Rahul.
Yeah, like the very same. The very same. I will do that now, Rebecca. You know, it just, you know.
I will quickly say somebody asked me, I think it's Sparkly Sparkleton said, where did you get that ginormous glass from? I got it from IKEA. I actually found them the last time. I didn't get it. My mum got it ages ago. And then I went into IKEA because I was getting a new computer and stuff, and I needed a new desk and monitors and stuff to fit everything on for all my streaming stuff. And I found them. So actually, if you do want one, because I found them the other day as well, I have put the link in the Discord. So if you want a vase like that, we're not sponsored by IKEA. Don't get that wrong. But if you would like another glass, I think they're like £2 from IKEA, and it's in the where did you put it, Ben? He put it in links. There you go. He put Tom's vase, not sponsored, and then the link to the IKEA glass. If you really do want a glass, because I can't imagine the Ham Utd vase sponsored by IKEA would be coming.
Although
anytime soon.
I'm just putting it out there, IKEA, if you're watching, we're here. We're here for the sponsorship. We're here for the sponsorship. You know, there's lots of space on this screen right now where we could put your logo. However, for now, check the Discord. There is a link in there for Tom's vase.
Bonnie Hammer can only recommend any stream links. Thanks. Every time you see the Discord link pop up in here, join that. There'll be links to the game. You'll be directed into the stream links bit by whoever. What I will do is just for this. I'm just quickly, because I know Connor is a mod. Might as well just add Rebecca as a moderator as well. And they will basically say, go into the stream, into the Discord, and get a stream from there. So there you go. Anyway, Charlie, are you ready to start the timer? Players have taken the knee, and go. There we go. We have kicked off West Ham versus Wolves in the Premier League, match week 3. Charlie, I think, is just getting things set up on his end, so he will be with you shortly. Until then, you've just got my face. As I get set up as well. There we go. Excellent. Interesting. It looks like Fornals right now is lining up on the left-hand side of midfield. Not great to say the least. To see the start, it looks like it's going to be exactly the same formation as that Wolves have set up with as well. So it's definitely going to be interesting. It is still 0-0. Alan Robin is, so we have that. We've lasted nearly a minute. Here we go. How are you getting on, Charlie? Okay, but we're almost there. Charlie is soon to be joining you. Hello, Maisie. Hello. Alfie Armstrong, do you think that Declan Rice will leave? Yes. Just a question of when. Will it be this window? We don't know. I assume that it will be this window. It's just whether or not they'll leave us enough time to bring some players in when they sell him. This could actually legitimately be, and I know, Charlie, I don't know if you're like on the stream, but the last time that we see Declan Rice in a West Ham shirt, which is a scary thought, unfortunately. So there we go. It's almost weird as well to see somebody else other than David Moyes not taking the technical area or having Alan Irvine in there. Mike Monera in the chat. Hello, Mike. I hope we get something today, but I fear that we won't. Pretty sure that's the same as all of us, Mike. I don't think I've seen, other than my brother, put a positive scoreline in there. As Chris Allen also says, I'm going 3-0 Wolves. Sorry. Perfectly respectable. Listen, if I think the one thing we've got going for us is that tactically, the other day against Arsenal, we were spot on. And whether or not matching up like this against Wolves, we'll sort of try to counter them, will help. I don't know. We'll soon see. Anyway, but it's going to be an interesting old afternoon. Okay, but if you are just joining us late, there are the lineups for today for West Ham and for Wolves. Both teams seem to be employing a 5-2-3 formation almost. West Ham are on the attack early. Fredericks gets round his man, tries to cross out for a Wolves goal kick. Chris Allen, do you think you're in for a long season? Oh yes, big time. Who do you support, Chris? There's a question for you. Who do you support? We're in for a long October. I know that much. But yeah, as Rebecca says, it's always a long season, unfortunately, when when you support West Ham. He's a Brentford fan. It's a shame actually because Brentford have just gone into a new stadium and then no fans allowed in at the moment. Charlie will be back in a second. He's just getting his stream set up his end. I do apologise for the technical difficulties at the start. Do bear with us though. He will be back any second now. Chris was surprised you didn't sign Ben Rama. Yeah, I think surprised that Ollie Watkins went for as much as he did. I didn't think he was going to go for 33. I'll put it that way. I thought Ben Rama would have fit us quite well because he's kind of that same sort of, let's say, Payet style player. Somebody that gets the crowd off their feet, someone we like to see at West Ham. But again, depending on what happens this week with Declan Rice, if we sell him, maybe we see sort of a flurry of signings before the end of the window. I don't know. But yeah, I can't see Ben Rama staying at Brentford for too much longer.
Neither can I. I do think he's destined for bigger and better things. Or when I say that, I mean Premier League specifically. And I think, to be honest with you, if I'm a Brentford fan, I don't really fear that because you're so good at getting your scouting department and everything else is so good that it's almost not worth being shook about, if I'm being honest. It's just more money to spend on more great players.
One thing I didn't think I'd see this year is Nelson Semedo in the London Stadium against West Ham.
It is a bit wild, isn't it?
It is very wild. Hello.
She equally thinks it's wild.
West Ham have had the early possession though. For opening 5 minutes, we have controlled possession of the ball a bit better than the Wolves has. Hello. What's wrong? I wish I could show you how she's sat right now, but she's tucked right into my corner down here. Very cute indeed. That one guy, Arsenal fan, checking in. If you play like you did against us, played us off the pitch for 70 minutes of the match, you can get a result here. Listen, I hope, of course I do, I hope that is the case. I did think Moyes set up the team tactically very well for the first 70 minutes. Unfortunately for us, didn't close the game very well. And that's been our biggest problem, I think, with David Moyes in charge is he doesn't close games well by making the right substitutions in the right moments, unfortunately. And we weren't able to see that out.
So I'm about 30 seconds behind you, just so you know.
Okay. I don't think there's any way I can change that. Either.
No, there's nothing I can do either. We're just going to have to deal with it.
Okay. Somebody, Barry Fiddler and Mafauzi Wayudin. Goal. Fair enough. What game are you watching? You must be watching a separate game to us. What game are you watching? To get who scored in your game?
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful. That was beautiful.
Is there another Premier League game, Championship game going on right now? I did see Bayern Munich were losing 2-0 earlier, which was interesting.
2.
Frankfurt or Hoffenheim, I want to say. Yeah. It was interesting. Clips, that computer you've got is wild. He was just putting the food chat with his burgers and chips and stuff. I did not think that you would be editing on that computer. Not gonna lie.
Clips is putting stuff in for I want to check.
See, the Discord's popping off, guys. If you're not, Bayern lost 4-1 in the end. My word. I'm just gonna have to quickly go sort the dog out.
No worries. Hello. That's wild. For Bayern anyway. Clips, I'll have a look at your computer in a second. If you want to get involved in the Discord. As Tom's just said, the link is in there. Rebecca's putting it in there. Tom's putting it in there. Everyone's putting it in there. Big moves, big plays. What a time to be alive. I'm 30 seconds behind, even Tom. So it's going to be it might even be more than that now. I look at it. It's more like 40 seconds. But that's fine. That's fine. The more I look at this, David Moyes was in his first time round he very much isolated Arnautovic, very much put him in a situation where he was essentially the only attacking player on the ball, which just is what it is. It's happened now. There's no point complaining about it. And he's sort of doing some similar stuff here. We're lining up sort of a 5-4-1 out of possession. But at least Fornals and Bowen have got a bit closer to Antonio than anyone else really did with Arnautovic the first time around, which is good. And that gives us an opportunity, like I was saying to Tom, if you can get Fornals in that space behind Moutinho and Neves, then you might actually see a situation where he can play those through balls to Antonio, to Bowen and stuff like that. That would be super useful. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it goes. Wolves are obviously a very dangerous team. They've got very dangerous wingers, and we've got poor fullbacks. So we'll see how it goes. But I can't act like I'm not at least a little bit confident. A little bit.
Just quickly, for those of you that have joined, I know somebody said there, what is Discord as a chat site? It is. It's got all the links to the streams and stuff that we have during the game. We're not going to sort of mention it too much after today and Tuesday. It will just sort of be in the descriptions because we want to try and get as many of you in as possible. But chance to chat with your fellow Hammers, West Ham fans, football fans in general.
It's like a forum.
It's like a forum, basically, but it's just on Discord. I think it looks nicer. It's a lot easier to sort of understand. But there's all different types of chats and logs and channels and all that sort of good stuff. And most importantly, it does have stream links for those of you that need them. Anyway, Adama Traore had his first taste against Arthur Masuaku and beats both him and Crespo very easily, which is always good to see early doors. But it did go out for a corner. For a goal kick, sorry. I do apologise. Alan Robbins, has there been a shot yet? Don't think so. Unless there was one when I went downstairs and I didn't see it.
Dan Jackson. Hello. My name is Charlie. I'm eating with my icon. Now, I understand you don't like it, but now you've brought it up, I'm just going to do it more. Cheers, Dan. I love food.
There you go. Interesting. Oh, and I forgot to say as well, yeah, there are voice channels as well in our Discord, so you can jump on another chat with your fellow West Ham fans if you want during a match day. You'll see the three separate things.
Dan Jackson, get involved in the voice channel. Come hear me eat more, bruv. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I can't see Dan Jackson.
You might not be able to see him for much longer in a second.
Oh, there we go. Has there been a shot yet? Tell Fatboy to mute his mic. Oh, dear. Nice one. Hi, Dan Jackson. Love to see you. Nice to see you, mate. West Ham on the attack.
Oh, bruv, he says I'm fat, but if I sat on him, I'd kill him. So don't step to me, bruv, because you'll get
got. It's nice try. It was a nice try, Dan. Much better than Taripa the other day. But it was a nice try. It was a nice try. Decent start to this game. Decent start. Dan says he's scared. Listen, Dan, you should be. You should be very scared.
You should be shook to your core, mate. Don't make me show you my stomach. That'll really scare him. I'll tell you this now. Everyone else, by the way, sorry, I just forgot to mute my mic. But for Dan, don't step to me, bruv.
There you go. I wonder today if somebody said Russ Boss though. Greg says, I wonder if Russ will come in and he'll ruin it for everyone like he did the other day. How dare you, Russ? You've ruined some people. Me scusi, my entirely legal stream is about a minute behind you. I'll see you for the post game, boys. Okie doke. There you go. Stuart Pearce is set up in where the directors sit around there or somewhere around there, and he has a headset on, so he's talking to David Moyes, which is always lovely to see that the Scotsman is having a nice imprint on the game. All things Leeds, Ed, lovely to see you in here. Hello. I have glued the pubes back onto my face again. As Balbuena just gets absolutely bullied by Pedro Neto, and it's out for a corner. Good win for Leeds earlier, actually, Ed, I will say. Also, Ed, if you want, do jump onto the Discord, the Hammers Chat Discord. get involved. As I said, I'm plugging the absolute shit out of it today. Do join in. You can select Leeds as your team, and we'd love to have you in the Discord, Ed. Balbuena there showing early signs of getting absolutely beat to shit today. Pedro Neto basically just chucked the ball 40 yards in front of him, just rounded him. But it is a corner to Wolves. Played short by Moutinho. Interesting worked corner from Wolves, not going to lie. Thoughts on Leicester destroying Man City? Leicester are a good side. They just are. The thing is, they lose one player and they have another player to step in that position. I thought James Justin looked brilliant at the parts today. And then especially Castagna. Don't know where Ricardo Pereira is. Maybe he's injured. I don't know. But he looks very, very good as well. And it does help, obviously, as Ed said, when you have 3 penalties as well for Leicester. But yeah, no, Man City not off to a great start. I'll tell you who is off to a good start though is West Ham United in the opening 14 minutes. We've looked all right so far, other than that one incident there with Balbuena looking like he was running through glue. Charlie will be back in a second.
To be fair to Balbuena, everyone would get done by Wolves wingers in that sense. They're so fast and so effective at doing it that it's almost, I don't know. That's the problem when you have potentially a higher line than others against a team like Wolves. You're playing a risky game. You wanna try and catch them in the offside trap. But if they're through, they're flipping through.
Yeah.
And Neto or Adama will destroy anyone. It doesn't matter.
What the hell?
It doesn't matter who they are. They will get destroyed. So I don't want to judge Balbuena too harshly for it. Although, as you said, man got mugged off. But yeah.
Any standout players for West Ham so far? Not really. It's been 10 minutes into the game. There's not been a standout moment yet so far. There's not really been an attack really on either team's goal. So we'll have to see how it sort of unfolds. Alan says, could we go the whole game without a shot and call that a success according to Moyes? I mean, yeah, probably. I'll tell you what as well, Fo, you're going to have to keep me updated on the NFL scores because I can't do everything at once. And it's already started, I know, and I've not got Red Zone on, which is very disappointing for me because that's usually my Sunday evening sorted. Charlie, wait, can we get a food cam? Can we let the people see what you're eating? I'd like a food cam. Almost there. We're nearly joined. We're nearly joined by Charlie. Thankfully, in the time that Charlie has missed so far, nothing's happened in the game, so we're okay. We're all right. We're not missing anything. Okay, so I'm about a minute in front of Charlie, so this is going to be an interesting watch along today because BT Sport. 49ers 6, Giants 6. Rebecca, are you mad? Is that 2 field goals, Fo, or is that is that 2 field goals, or is that just a touchdown each and missed extra point? There's West Ham on the attack, lovely ball through. Somebody, Antonio picking up. Bowen down the right hand side. Bowen cuts inside back on his left. It's 1-0. As Charlie will find out in a minute, it's 1-0. Jared Bowen. The man who hasn't showed up so far yet this season. It's a great finish. I've no idea what was happening there on the halfway line. Antonio was picking somebody up. The camera changed. All of a sudden, Bowen had it. Let's have a look and see. And I think that's Fornals with a lovely ball out to Bowen. Bowen basically does all the work. He cuts inside, back on to his left foot and bends it round the far post of Rui Patricio. And there was absolutely nothing going. Yeah, nothing he was going to do about it, basically. All work there by Bowen. A fantastic start. And do you know what? I'd say after the opening 17 minutes, thoroughly deserved. Charlie, have we scored on your screen yet?
Antonio and Adama Traore, I think it was. No, it wasn't Adama, someone. Oh, there it is. Bowen on the right and cuts inside. He shoots. Bowen! Oh, yeah, 1-0. I'll change the thing now officially. What time do you lie?
There we
Good
go.
finish by Burn. Very good finish by Burn.
As Ben said, great awareness from Fornals. It was indeed. It was fantastic awareness from Fornals to carry on. I thought the game had actually stopped, so I was a bit confused there. But yeah, great finish. Jared Bowen, who we've already said, hasn't, I wouldn't say shown up because I feel like that's slightly harsh because he had such a good end to last season, but he's been a bit quiet.
That's such a good finish.
Really is. To bend it round a keeper like Patricio as well, I think that is absolutely fantastic.
He's completely marked off the Wolves' defence there. They're going to be pissed because, to be honest with you, they should have shut him down a lot earlier. They were backing away, and he was just like, that's fine. Oh, you would give me this space, I'll walk into it. But even so, to just open it up and to just bend it into that bottom corner like that is an excellent finish. And like whoever said it was, excellent vision from Pablo Fornals there. Like I say, that's where you want him. You want him in that space behind Moutinho and Neves. Because as good as Moutinho and Neves are, they can't really do anything if you're behind them. And there is space between them and the back three. Obviously, you want maybe the centre back of the back three or something to step forward into that space occasionally. But, I mean, that's where you want Fornals to drift into. And he has that vision to just, like, find that sort of pass. It's good reactions because it could be...
Bloody hell. I look away for 1 second. It's nearly 2. I'm sorry, Charlie.
No, it's all right.
Pain today.
It is. It could have been a situation where everyone sort of stopped because of that weird collision.
Well. Antonio does so well there, makes his way into the box and tries similarly to Bowen to try and bend it round. Doesn't get enough power on the shot. Again, it was a nice move to get into the box, but unfortunately didn't have the power behind it. And Patricio read it early. He was down quick to his left-hand side. Ed, you did. I'm so sorry. You did donate £2.
Oh.
I was so... Bowen scored in the middle of you donating there. Maybe it was good luck charm. Maybe do it again and we'll score again.
Thank you, Ed. Okay, right.
This towards an updated console, Charlie.
Right, what Ed's referring to there, okay, is... Oh, no, that's the internet again. I need to change the names of those. Is this, which is a wired 360 controller. But it's wired because I use it on my PC. Because playing PC games with a mouse and keyboard is wrong. It's not. I just prefer. I'm just better
West
on
Ham
the
on the counter. I will just say that.
So,
Antonio unfortunately couldn't find the ball. Glenn Kiley, everything Arsenal. He's in the building. Glenn.
Oh, Glenn.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Lovely to see you, Glenn.
Welcome, my friend. Glenn, great Arsenal YouTube channel if you ever want to. And actually, he does actually Premier League videos as well. Go have a look at Glenn's channel. Everything Arsenal. Top dude, top channel, big moves. But yeah, also, I do have a PS4. I do have an Xbox One. You know, I do stuff, but for some reason, I just have the wired 360 controller.
Sorry, shout out to Fo, who's actually sent me pictures of the current scores in the NFL. Love you, Fo.
Love that. Thank you, Fo.
Bills beating the Rams 21-3 at half time. Holy crud. 12-6.
I mean, Ed, I appreciate the idea of putting it towards a better controller, but what I will say is this: I think for the PC, the wired Xbox 360 is the better one, in my opinion. Better than I don't like the Xbox One controller too much. It has. Where's my Xbox One controller? It's somewhere. I don't like its Here we go. I don't like its LB and RB. The hinge is here. Welcome everyone. Welcome to my TED talk on current generation consoles. So the hinge is here, and I like to hold controllers like this. So I press them in here. But because the hinge is there, I always have to move to here, and it doesn't feel natural to me. I like the triggers and everything else, but I don't. That's my problem with it. So I don't really use it. I could use the PS4 controller on it, but that would take setting it up. And to be frank with you, I'm very lazy. So I use the wired Xbox 360 one, which I have had for ages. So there we go. That's welcome. That was my TED talk. Subscribe, like if you're new around here. You know, make sure good times.
To quickly bring it back to West Ham, I'll tell you what, we have started the game very well here, and we are on the front foot pushing Wolves, and almost Wolves coming at us now is playing into our hands because on the counter attack we are looking very dangerous indeed. As James Gunn said perfectly, lock Moyes in his house now. Don't let him back out. Alan Irvine's Claret and Blue Army.
Can I just say as well, I give Antonio a lot of stick for a lot of things, but the one thing I always say about him, he's legitimately a ridiculously nice guy. I've met him. I've been lucky enough to meet him twice, and both times he's been very kind with both his time, and he was just super affable. Everyone could get on with him. He's the sort of person you would just get on with instantly. I just saw the replay of the Bowen goal from behind the Wolves goal, that angle, and you can see that weird collision with Adama. He doesn't get up and try to go for the win. He stays and checks Adama's okay, and I'm like, what a nice man. What a nice man.
I'll tell you what, though, as West Ham on the attack again, Fredericks into Antonio. Antonio doing his little dance in front of goal, nothing there. I will quickly say, Stevie C, that is exactly what we wanted to see. Thank you so much. He says, thank you for the link via Discord. Great stream. It's a great segue for you to bring it up. If anybody does need a stream, go into our Discord. You can get all that stuff there. We've got some mods that are working on the stream links today for you guys. Jump in. You don't have to be a West Ham fan. Glenn, I've already told you to join the Discord. You know it. Could be a football fan. Come in for the discussion. There will be a lot of West Ham fans, as I say. Don't forget to choose your team while you're in there. Ed, if you go into team selection and click Leeds, you'll get your little yellow name coming up. There you go. Eric Tom advertising the Discord more than his Instagram today. What has happened? Listen, I don't advertise it. It's Charlie that goes, oh, whilst you're here.
What? What do I say?
Nice. Well, go and follow Tom on Instagram. Oh,
the channel's called Streamlinks. There's a bunch of options in there provided. Some big websites by the boy Ben, also known as Athers, the real Athers 32, and of course Jim Stebbins provides a lot of other ones as well. So thank you. Thank you. There it is.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah. Follow at Athers 32. Go on, have a go. Have a swing.
Not on Instagram. You have to find that one on Twitter. The one on Instagram's a little bit different. Like that. Just zeros and stuff.
Just disgraceful behaviour.
Leeds are the second most supported team on Discord with 3. There are actually 3 Leeds fans. Oh no, there's one Leeds fan. It says there's one Leeds fan.
Was it one Leeds fan live?
Oh no, somebody who's clicked every single club. He must be a Premier League fan. Then I take it.
Fair enough. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Get involved. I have just completely missed what just happened there. Something big has happened with Thomas Suchek, and I've just missed it.
I'll be able to tell you in about 50 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, we are dicking about today. I do apologise. Something happened there with Thomas Suchek, and I missed it.
I'll let you know.
Now Ward on the counter attack and is fouled by Ryan Fredericks. What an Egypt! People are saying absolute clown, so I think I'm about to get a replay of what happened. Who's going to get to the replay first, me or Charlie? It's definitely Charlie at this point.
Get to the replay. I might not get to the incident.
It is a free kick to Wolves, says Fo. It is indeed. Ruben Neves' territory, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I can see what's going on here.
The Suchek just happened.
Oh! He almost scored. Masuaku was going down the left. It was a great run by Masuaku, to be fair. It's the one thing he's actually good at. Puts in a great ball, and Suchek, he does, to be fair to him, it's a difficult thing to take first time, especially when you're not a striker. But anywhere else, and you would act like that could have been in. He just sort of opens his body up.
Why is João Moutinho on free kicks? I feel like I haven't seen Neves bang one in for ages. Anyway, Moutinho steps up, lifts the ball over Fabianski, commanding his goal well, comes out, punches the ball clear. I haven't got sound on, although it looks like there was a foul there on the keeper, but he does well to get off his line quickly. Super Fabianski, indeed. Yeah, that's a foul. James Gunn, lock Moyes in his house now. James, is everything okay at home? Just checking in. Is everything all right? Is everything okay? Arsenal Fan Circle channel. Hi, boys. Charlie, I was actually thinking that Hammers would do well against Wolves based on the difficult game Arsenal had last weekend. Is this Ray?
Yes. Another good Arsenal
live
channel.
Chat.
It was. This is Athers 32.
This is Tom Ashton that you saw in the live chat. Hello, Ray. Nice
good to see you, bro.
Did enjoy the post-match thoughts that you guys had the other day. It was a good watch. So yeah, this is weird, isn't it? We're very friendly with other teams and channels and stuff. People must be looking at us thinking, why do you like them?
Yeah,
they're good lads. Everyone
they're good lads. I just I'm like I don't have the energy or the time to hate anyone. It's just don't really care who they support.
Marauding run from deck.
And both Arsenal Fan Circle and of course everything Arsenal Gang Clightly. Great channels, great people. Go subscribe, go have a look at their stuff. All things Leeds as well. Another great channel, but for Leeds, go check them out. Come on now.
Listen,
times.
Ed, you say you're too friendly. You wait until it is the week of West Ham versus Leeds. I'm talking Patreon podcast. I'm talking pre-match stuff on your channel with us three specifically. I'm talking you have to jump in the watch along just for like 5 minutes even to gloat. It's big things are happening, Ed. It's
big things. Big things are happening.
Anyway, sorry. I'm so nervous. I'm just looking over the Discord. Ed the Blue, 1878. Welcome. Food chat is popping off. Off topic. Ed is straight in there with wrestling memes. Love to see it.
Love to see it. Thank you, Ed. Thank you for backing my beef specifically. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone. Good to see you all in there enjoying. I think we're up to about 120 odd people now, Charlie, which is excellent.
Bloody hell. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I just want to say, like, this is the right formation to be playing against all the big teams. So we're going to be good for a while. It's concerning against the smaller teams, but for now, I can deal with this. I'm happy with this, you know.
for the next 6 weeks, we're going to have to live with it.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't put Ed's name in the thing. Give me a second. I apologize, Ed.
Oh, on the donation name. Yeah, thank you to all of you that have donated. Really appreciate it. Declan Rice, Eric, oh dear, as West Ham are on the attack, Antonio drives the byline, knocks it back over Souček. Oh! And again, no, doesn't drop for us. Antonio, I would say he does well there. Charlie, it will happen for you in a minute. Antonio tries to cross the ball. I think he got a wicked deflection off Antonio through again. Dinks it in, unfortunately too long. Antonio tried to cross it. It took a wicked deflection, looped up. Souček is on the end of it, nodded down. Let's just see here on the replay. Here's Antonio. Cuts it back to the byline. Wicked deflection. Souček running in back post. Heads it towards the ground, which he should do. And it's an unbelievable save from Patricio, who keeps it out. I'll tell you what, Charlie, this is some of the best football we've played all season.
Oh, I look forward to seeing it in a minute. I just saw a replay of the Souček chance, and it was good. It was very good. Big. Up in the air, Souček. Oh, hello. Bowen, Antonio. Oh, it's very exciting.
You're getting double the reactions.
Look at that. If you think you missed it the first time, you get to see it a second time. What a time to be alive.
We're going to do hours of the debate of Calvin Phillips versus Declan Rice. We will indeed, and I will enjoy it.
I will, and and it will be over when we all agree that Rice is better. It's fine.
Every time that Ed will make a point, every time that Ed makes a point, I will just be sat there going, "And here's why you're wrong, Ed." That's how I'm going to reply. And here's why you're wrong.
And here's why you're wrong.
West Ham on the counter again. It's 2 versus 3. Antonio and Bowen. Bowen tries to cut it across, takes a deflection. I'll tell you what, Wolves are going for it. Well, they're trying to at least, and we are countering it very well. We are going to have to take advantage of one of these attacks soon, because I cannot imagine that Wolves will get out of this game without scoring a goal.
And Wolves are very fit. They're a very well-drilled side, and so they're going to be consistent all the way through until the final whistle, as opposed to, I swear it might not happen like that.
Foe, don't start him off. Stop it. Stop. Ed won't back down. Ed will keep going on the Calvin Phillips department, and we'll keep going on the Rice department, because we're West Ham fans. He's a Leeds fan. It's going to happen. We're always going to disagree.
That's fair enough.
He thinks Phillips is better, and we think Rice is better. And I will tell you that Declan Rice is better, and here's why Ed is wrong. Right?
Here's why you're wrong.
Well, I do that today. You have to wait until Leeds game for me to sit and abuse Ed.
Their back three are not isolated, because there's still 3 of them, and they run. I love how unified they run. It's very impressive.
Whoa, Jared Bowen, what are you diving in there for?
But they do. They are just on it, aren't they? They are just They're quite exposed. If we can get the players running at them, I think there's opportunities there, and they are stepping off as well. All 3 of them are stepping back in a way that they probably arguably shouldn't be. Not that you can just stand still and let people walk past you, of course, but
as Clip says, Death Taxes and Charlie being 20 minutes behind Tom. Listen, it usually isn't like this, but Charlie was having. Do you want to try and log into Rebecca's thing again?
I mean, it is usually like this, because what happens is I'm ahead by like 3 seconds, and then you get frustrated and then skip forward like 20 seconds. So it is always like this.
No.
I can't. We'll talk about the Rebecca thing after. Thank you, Rebecca. Appreciate it. Absolute G. Stop donating, for Christ's sake. Rebecca, specifically. Yeah, it's what it is. Oh, wait, why are you diving in like that?
Yeah. It appears you get deluded as you get older, Tom, says Ed. And Ed, I would argue you get more deluded as you get fatter.
My lord, who are you, Dan Jackson? What's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, then you dumped on the haters.
You
Just
beefed up a bit. You beefed up a bit in third year, Ed.
You flipping, then you just sat there and dabbed on the haters. You gave him a dab. My lord.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you. Love you, Ed.
Disgraceful
really.
behaviour. Ed, I don't want you to know that Tom's hang on. Right, hang on. Tom's views do not represent those of Hammer's chat. They are solely his own. I don't back him being so ruthless. It's a disgrace. You can just hear him giggling in the background. It's just disgraceful. It's just disgraceful. Don't do that. Look at you. Don't do that. I'll shame you, you monster. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Ed, I would like to say once again, it's purely Tom, and not me.
Foe's asking you to put me in timeout. You have to. If Foe wants it, you have to listen, Charlie. You have to put me in timeout for a minute.
He's in
timeout.
I'll
go think about what I've done, Ed.
He's in timeout. Wait, hang on. Finish your sorry, because I cut you off halfway through your sorry. Say.
Ed, I'm so sorry. Again, I do not represent the views of Hammer's chat. I'm so sorry. Somebody was asking him to do. You've cut me off again.
Haven't.
Oh.
I put you full screen.
Somebody asked Rebecca to come on for the watch-alongs now. I saw his comment on the second channel, and it looks like I may have just blown my opportunity, and Rebecca may have to take over from me.
You have. Rebecca, if you're here, you're welcome at all times. Tom's gone. Bang. He's gone. You're in timeout now, Tom. Come back in 300 seconds. When you learn to not be so hard, to not be so rude. Ed, Ed's like good lad. Ed's a good lad. What are you doing? What are you doing? Chris Smith with the solid glass houses and that. Anyway, so my stream's just completely crashing, everyone. So look forward to everything a minute and a bit late. Yeah. Like I said, I think we're doing okay here. I think we're doing all right. I think I look at it and I just think that potentially there is something. He's asking to come back, and I've told him there is potentially something there. There is potentially something there in this game. I did say before I had a bit of confidence about me. My concern is that they will outrun us until the end. They will keep it going all the way up until the final whistle, because that's how they roll. Leeds, because they're very not Leeds, although Leeds are very much so the same. Very well drilled side are Wolves, very athletic side are Wolves, and they got good.
We'll just say 4 shots, 4 on target. It's a first here during this season's watch-alongs. Sorry, just really quickly, Charlie. Have you tried to get one of the Discord links? Is that what you went with?
That's what I'm on currently. Yeah. That's what I'm currently on. So I'm now 40 seconds behind because I've refreshed it.
Okay. Yeah. Hi guys, I am back. Ray from Arsenal Fan Circles. How mad have all those penalties decisions been, and no common sense anymore? Do you know what? Those penalty decisions this weekend alone. Have you seen the Tottenham one yet, Charlie? What happened to Spurs?
No, I've missed like every game this weekend.
The worst decision I have ever seen, hands down, in my life. Eric Dyer wasn't even facing the ball. His hand, like as he jumped up, his hand was behind his back, and the ball hit his hand. Had no idea about it. But what I will say is, Arsenal Fan Circle, and if Clips is here, he will tell you that one against Arsenal didn't get given. So still not bitter about that at all. Paul Harrington says, Ealing lads, 80s Sunday night reference for you. Bowen really hit the bullseye with that one.
Oh,
and does David
Bully special prize
in one.
A £20 million move to West Ham. Or
in one.
In two. A fax
Declan
machine provided by Lord Alan Sugar. In three. What's that? What's the company called? Amstrad. Amstrad. In four.
Rebecca posting links in the live chat. There you go. That one should actually work.
A car stereo. Yes, exactly.
If you do need a stream, if you are just joining us and you do need a stream, do click on the link. Invites you to our Discord, which you can get involved with the football chat,
Oh,
all that sort of stuff.
it's another good opportunity.
It was.
About 40 seconds ago.
Um,
Rice, thinking he's Ronaldinho, just passed the ball, mind you.
Too many chances missed. Wolves won't be the same team in the second half. Do you know, this used to remind me of West Ham a few years ago. We would always have one amazing half of football and then one crap half of football. And I'm not looking forward to the second half because as long as we can keep it at 1-0 at half time, then the team talk is completely different for Wolves and for us as well.
I don't know why I got giddy. I know it wasn't a goal, but yes, David Avery, a speedboat, and Bully's special prize, a speedboat, and it has like oh no, that was the other one I'm thinking of. I was about to start singing the catchphrase theme song.
Ed, I'm going to make it worse for you. I'm going to read it out. Thank you so much for £5, Ed. I do really appreciate that. You know I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking. Charlie, I want you to have all of this. Make sure Tom doesn't get a single penny. I was going to send him a Discord friend request, but now I won't. Ed.
I've got just before you say anything, I want you to know I've got my finger on the mute button. So just so you know, if you're trying to say something, the second I hear it, I will mute you. Apologise to Ed, or I'll put you back on the naughty step.
Oh, listen, that's the benefits of getting in that Discord. Look at that. Look at what Charlie Boy's just put in the food chat. My word.
No, well, hang on. We'll go to food chat in a second. Apologise to Ed. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. He's been muted. On demands of Ed. He has been muted. You'll be able to see him. You'll be able to see when he says something. Look, watch Tom say something. Do you see how you didn't hear him? That's because he's muted. Shame. Thank you, everyone who's joined the Discord. We do genuinely appreciate it. I think that idea about the second half, the two halves thing that you were saying, previously, Tom, was actually very good. We were very much like that at one point. And Wolves want to step up against us in this second half, which is something that we didn't. That's something that Arsenal didn't do against us, which I was shocked by. So I think Wolves will do that. Which sucks, but it is what it is.
Funny DJ. It's funny because it's in your name, but now the only one who's had to be quiet and shush is you. So see ya.
Funny.
Eric, is this bullying? No. I mean, yeah, Rebecca. There you go. You've got a little spanner next to your name, perfectly for you. I will say though, I tell you what, I've been so impressed with this in transition today. Most of the threat obviously has come down from that right hand side with Bone and Antonio. It was a great pass for Fornals and awareness to set up the goal, but he just has not had the pace, unfortunately, down that left hand side. Not as much as we'd like, I would say, anyway. But there we go. As we are dwindling moments of the first half, no one cares about your thoughts, Tom. Not now. I'm sorry. Just stop it, Ed. Stop it.
I mean, you started it.
I know.
Don't start a war you can't win, Tom.
Well, I mean, I can.
I mean, you can if you really want, but...
Alfie Armstrong, what webcam do you have? I am currently rocking a 7 or 8 year old webcam at this point. A Logitech C920, I believe.
Sounds about right. And I've got a Logitech Stream Cam. And I have also my food cam is a Logitech. It might be a C920 as well, I don't know. But it's old as hell. Both bought on sale.
Close to the stream.
It was. I can make it worse. Stop.
Lovely ball in from the left by Crespo. Antonio just over the top of his head. This is so surprising. Lovely ball in from Crespo again. A dangerous ball right in front of Wolves' back line. Really dangerous ball over two heads. And Antonio, unfortunately, could not get there. Can we just appreciate how much better Charlie's camera audio and just overall thoughts are way better than Tom, and he's better looking.
Thank you, Ed.
Antonio in again, strike against Fornals.
What happens? Go on.
I mean, we're in the box again. It's a header from Fredericks. Antonio muscles his way past the defender. He strikes it across the goal. Patricio palms it back out into the penalty spot. Pablo Fornals has the entire goal to aim at, and he blasts it 10 foot over the bar. He hits it on the bobble. It's gone underneath it, and he scored a field goal with that effort.
Oh, I've just seen it.
I really hope that does not come back to bite us in the backside, because to go in 2-0 against this Wolves team, it's a whole different ball game then.
He looks equally frustrated. Jesus Christ, you would be, wouldn't you? Is there a bubble in front of him?
Yeah,
It bounces up and he's leant back as he goes to hit it, and obviously it's rising at the same time as him doing that, and he's mishit it. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? He'll be disappointed with that. He'll be disappointed in that. That was
I think these chances are gonna really bite us in the arse if we're not.
Well, look. Here's the positive thing. We're actually creating them, and we're creating them consistently. They're not really stopping us that well. And although Wolves can come out a better team in terms of with a bit more zeal and a bit more whatever,
sets of 4 nows.
They don't have the. They're not really going to change their formation in terms of defense. It'll be very similar to this, regardless of what they try to do. And we're creating a lot of good chances here, and that's a good thing. That is actually a good thing, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. So we'll see.
It really doesn't. Why is it that Arthur Masuaku looks like a competent footballer in some matches, and then others he looks like an idiot? Wolves on the break, strike. Fabianski goes down well, manages to save it and palm it down to collect it as well.
I mean, Masuaku's got one thing, and it's dribbling. He can't really do anything else, but he's dribbling.
It was a lovely la croqueta, we would say, in the FIFA community. West Brom conceded 3 second half yesterday. We are more than capable of doing the same, and that's the problem. It's just the hanging around, I think, is the worst thing. As Arsenal fans will say, Wolves a team that hangs around, so the second goal is needed. Exactly. And unfortunately, they have pace to burn. So as the game wanes on, as we say, it becomes worse for us, really, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, Antonio, this first half, he's been absolutely unbelievable. And Jared Bowen in that same respect. I think they've both been fantastic. And I think Souček and Rice in midfield, as Bowen gets round the Wolves defender. Bowen's looked very good today.
He has, yeah.
The midfielder, I mean, Wolves have been very quiet, to say the least. But Wolves' midfield have been completely dominated by Rice and Souček today.
That's one of the weaknesses with Wolves, is they do only have 2 in midfield. And they sort of are fine with that, but yeah.
Glenn Kitely says Antonio's absolutely always unbelievable. We'll stop you there, Glenn.
Bowen has looked good today, hasn't he? He's looking. Perhaps the fact that we've got this 2-team setup thing going on will help us to an extent. Because it has to force the likes of Bowen and people to actually step their game up as high as possible.
That is half time, Charlie.
Okay, half time. I'll start. I'm happy.
Wait 2 minutes.
Nah, I'll just start talking, and then you're the smart one. People, when they arrive, they hear your thoughts.
I thought you said mental arithmetic was your forte.
Oh, I'm smarter than you. But you've got better footballing opinions. I'm happy. I can't lie about it. I am. I think that we've come out with the right attitude. We've come out to do just big bits here, and it's working. The formation and the setup works definitely for a game like this. For the other games we've got coming up for the next 6 weeks, it's the right thing to go about, and we look very competent doing it. Although we've missed chances, and there's chances that we might rue, it's a case of looking at it and saying, well, we're creating them. And we're creating them fairly consistently. The space between their 2 midfielders and their back 3 is wild. And their back 3 is basically doing nothing. They like when we run at them directly at them, they just back away, back away, back away, back away from their quite high line to begin with, and that was where the goal came from. And they sort of gifted. I don't want to say they gifted it to Bowen because Bowen had a hell of a lot to do, and he's finished. He finished with aplomb, Tom. He finished with aplomb, but it was a case of saying, well, just try and tackle him, because you just backed away and let him run at you. And then he opens his body and swazzes it in bottom corner, which was excellent. Don't get me wrong, big whack. But whatever Wolves do, they can't significantly change their. They don't significantly change their defensive structure. Their defensive structure sort of is what it is. So even if they change their formation, they change their boys around a bit, it's not going to be a significantly different situation defensively, and that's a good thing for us. So although we have to look at it and we go, well, we might rue those chances, and of course we may. We also might just carry on creating them just as much as we just have. And if that happens, I back us to get a second. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I do back it. Yeah, how do you feel?
I would say quickly, just as Foshizi donates £5. Thank you so much, Fo. Antonio Bone, Fabianski looking class. Masuaku showing tech is great first love. Yeah, I'm similar along the lines of you. It's been interesting. I think, again, I have to shout out David Moyes because, again, at the start of the Arsenal, or my Arsenal review, I did say tactically he was spot on. And again, I think it was the right thing to do today against a side like Wolves is match up with them. Man for man, same formations, everything else. I didn't expect that kind of a first half from us. I didn't expect us to A, create as much as we have, and B, miss as many chances as we had, which is the only downside I think you can say is the first half. Other than that, start to finish, I think that was probably our best half of the season, I think I would say. Not conceding either before half time. For me, Antonio, Bowen have been absolutely fantastic. And as Charlie said, when Wolves are coming at us on the counter, the gaps and the spaces in behind, those two have looked unbelievable. Did say before the game started, I was a bit worried about seeing Fornals down the left-hand side. Although he did get the assist, and it was a great awareness and heads-up play from him to feed the ball into Bowen. He's been very quiet out on that left-hand side, so I would like Felipe Anderson to potentially come on in the second half just to add a bit more speed down the left-hand side. Other than that, I thought the back five have been decent. It's nothing more. I think Balbuena's looked good for Diop. A lot more solid, I'd say, anyway. As Charlie Boy said in the chat, Masuaku even defending a bit, you know. And Fabianski, I thought so far has had a great game. So, yeah, I literally, there's nothing that I could pick holes in that first half. I think we've been much the better side. So,
I think
yeah.
I would say this about Fornals. I don't agree. I think quiet is maybe a fair way of putting it. I don't think he's been bad by any stretch of imagination. I think the other two have just been so lively in the game that it's sort of difficult to match.
Yeah.
I still think that potentially he's the right person in there. I don't know. Anderson does have the passing vision that he does, but I feel like if you just have three people running at them, you want someone to find the ball to them, and that's kind of what concerns me a little bit looking at the team. Is without him, we don't have an out and out baller in terms of passing. And like when we saw that goal, for example, that took someone with the vision to just hit it first time and go bang, it's gone. It's in the space it needs to be, as opposed to someone who's going to pick it up and dribble with it or anything like that. I do think Anderson has that, but I don't know. I don't know how it's. I'm just not sure how it changes the dynamic. You know what I mean? But I do think saying Fornals has been quiet is totally fair.
Just quickly, so Banerjee, Fornals was one of the prime reasons for the goal. Cut him some slack. Listen, we've both said he's played well. He's been quiet for him. He also missed the chance. You know, it could happen to anyone. Yeah. And it was a great heads-up play for him. I just don't think he's been as impactful throughout the entire first half as Bowen and Antonio has. And I think that is because it's not his fault. He just doesn't have the pace to be a consistent, confident left winger per se, or left midfielder. I just don't think he's suited there at all. You move him inside, his assist, it came from being in the middle of the park. He's so much better. He's so much more creative. That's why I would put Anderson out there just to add some more pace to left-hand side, is what I'm saying.
See, and I would say I don't disagree with that. But what I would say is this: I don't think anyone has the pace to match balls down that right-hand side.
No.
At least not in our team. Potentially someone else. By Traore, put him there, sure, potentially. But I don't believe that... maybe Anderson has been informing the game, so maybe you bring him on and say, "Go on, be a game changer, step it up a gear, really
Yeah.
go for it potentially." So, but perhaps, I don't know. It just concerns me a little bit. It's just I just feel like we need Fornals in the team somewhere, but it's just
Yeah.
it's such an awkward thing because
Yeah.
the formation we have now just doesn't suit him. He doesn't fit
Yeah.
anywhere in his formation. You can't really put him in the center because it doesn't really work. You want people who can defend and attack, and he's not really a defender.
Yeah.
You know, you want
Well,
you can't really put him on the left because he's not
I
that.
think
It's like
I think I will say that, like I said, the only things that you could pick holes in that first half is just not finishing the chances off. And I hope to God it doesn't come back to bite us in the arse. And the same thing that happened against Arsenal, again, I will say it because I said it in my review. Starting the game off, Moyes tactically did bits to set the team up the way he did against Arsenal. And again, he's done bits today here to set the team up he does against Wolves. His worst asset or his worst thing about him is he doesn't finish the game well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the last half an hour of the game. Wolves do. The last half an hour of the game, if we go a goal down, will he react? Will he, if they get a goal back, will he react? Will he, try to make a positive change to end up and, to try and get us the win? Will he hang on to the point? Will we see the subs for the 8th minute? That's the biggest criticism at the minute of David Moyes. So just do something right today, Dave. Because I know I can see Stuart Pearce up there with his earpiece in.
Can I just say quickly, as the halftime analysis begins, Peter Crouch is so tall
compared to Joe Cole.
He was standing and he was doing what in WWE is known as a Tom Phillips, where they have the legs slightly spread apart to make himself seem shorter on camera. He was doing that, and he was still about twice Joe Cole's height. It's a bit wild.
Can
it's
I?
A bit wild.
Last thing I'll quickly say at halftime, because everybody has joined for halftime. If you haven't, do join our Discord. You do get the stream links for the match day. I will put the link in here. You get stream links if you need them. There's the West Ham chat, obviously, it's called General. We want all fans, West Ham fans, any fans. There's a little badge when you join to select your team in team selection. So you can choose the team you support, and it will come up on the right-hand side with your colour and whatnot. You've got food chat, off-topic, like I said, stream links, the memes, the over 18s channel. You've got voice channels, all that good stuff in general. Like I said, there is a lot of West Ham fans in there because it's Hammer's chat, but it is for football fans as well. So just read the server rules when you go in. It's pretty simple. Myself, Charlie, Rebecca, my brother, there's loads of us in there. So do come and join. And like I said, if you are in need for a stream for the game, it's in the Discord, in the stream link section, kindly put in there by Ginge.
We're going to stop mentioning it in the second half. If someone asks in the chat, stream links, whatever, we'll love it in the chat, but we'll stop mentioning it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. What was I going to say? Ed, I did change it. Thank you. I forgot to. I appreciate you updating me. Glenn says, can we have Bowen if I join the Discord? And you can have Kolasinac too.
What
Glenn,
do you need another right mid for?
I'm going to go with a solid no. That's true. You don't need another, I don't think, to be fair. You've got Willian and Pepe. I like as much as I like Bowen. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. It's like I feel as if we have a situation in which like we've both been on fan channels of opposition fans, and we've both speaking to opposition fans over the last couple of weeks, and I think why do you think it's going well is the question I want to ask you, because like I think I specifically have been very pessimistic. As Glenn will tell you, yeah. As Glenn will say, as Reynolds, as Ray, Arsenal fan circle say, like I've been very pessimistic about our opportunities, about how I feel like we'll play, especially against teams who sit deep. And I mean, we've not really faced them. The one we did do, Newcastle, was very bad. But why do you think we've done? I mean, do you think we've played better than you thought we had, both today and against Arsenal? And if so, why?
I don't honestly know. I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong.
There's nothing wrong. You didn't have to say it.
I don't know. I think we've been buoyed by the result against Arsenal. I know we lost, but I think tactically it helps when we set up to try and counter what Wolves are doing at the same time. I also think Wolves haven't been great so far, which is a bad omen for the second half if they decide to put themselves into gear and go. But I think tactically, the way Moyes has got it set up is good. It's difficult for a lot of teams to break that down, depending on. We saw the same thing with Arsenal; they struggled to break us down, and it obviously on the counter attack as well. It helps when both your wing backs have got pace. Bowen's got pace. Antonio's got pace. Midfield, I thought was looked very good. Actually, not having Noble in there. Sorry, I'm about to slag him off, Rebecca. I actually think not having Noble in the team at the minute is helping. Wild comment. You can disagree with me in the live chat. I don't mind. But I think not having Mark Noble in there, I think having Rice and Souček and the engines that they both have and the legs in midfield has helped a bit more. I don't know. I think tactically the way it's got it set up at the minute is right for, like you said, playing against these types of teams. I also think Wolves hasn't hit, into gear yet. So yeah,
I think it's. I just because I do think it is. I do think it is a formation thing. I think it's the right formation for the right teams right now. And that my concern is when we face different teams, we still keep that same formation because of the way Moyes works. But it does have to be said that we've been better than I thought we would be 2 weeks in a row now. It's as Glenn has just said, your bench is stronger than ours, as you saw last week. That's because all our best players are on the bench. But it seems to be working, and I mean, I don't know. I think what you're seeing is one of the stages of grief. Which one? Acceptance. I think you're seeing acceptance, maybe. The inner turmoil of someone who is thinking, maybe we're better than I give us credit for. But at the same time, I wasn't one of the people who said we were going to get relegated. I've been very open since the beginning that we weren't going to get relegated, but I thought we would have a boring season down the bottom. This isn't me saying I think we're going to finish higher up, because again, we've got a second half of football to come here. But I just want to get your opinion, because it's like, I just find it interesting. In the chat, I mean, the chat said similar things, For example, you have Simon Kirby, different shape, agreeing with sort of the formation thing. Soham defense was superb, very sharp and committed. It's very true. Again, I think it does help. I do think the Noble thing is interesting. I mean, before we get to that, Steve Mothersole, it's obvious siege mentality, team versus board. They're doing it to spite Sully. I want to think that's true. Don't know if I necessarily agree, but I really want to think it is. Jeffrey Stelly out of nowhere. Pep Guardiola looks like my dad. It's really bothersome. It would be. It would distract me. It would distract me. And the Noble thing's interesting because it's like, I do think if we're playing this formation, the two in the middle have to be picked out of Rice, Fornals, and Noble. I can't really be any of the other ones.
I think the two midfielders that sit in there, they have to have great engines, and I think that's why it's better. So if you're playing the five at the back and you're only going with two in midfield, they have to have great engines, and I think that's why Rice and Souček work so well, because they are constantly up and down, up and down, up and down everywhere. I think you have Noble in there, and it's not to say, I think somebody said it correctly earlier up in the chat. It's not that he's a bad player anymore. I love me some Mark Noble, but I also think, as somebody said, I don't know who it was that said it, but he needs to play select games, and games like this are not it for me, especially when it's really tough athletic teams that have got a lot of pace. I don't think he suits those games very well, which is most Premier League teams now, really, if we look at it. But I'd be looking to play him more in like Burnley and games like teams against like that or something. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
I feel more comfortable. Anyways, the second half is about to kick off. If you did join us for half time and you are about to leave us, do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we have just kicked off for the second half, Charlie.
Thank you. I will do that now. I feel as if Noble, I think, plays in those big games. I do think he gets, but that's only if we have a midfield three. If it's a midfield two like we have today, I don't think we can necessarily. I don't think we can afford to have Noble in there, and that's not me criticizing Mark Noble in any way, shape, or form. That's just he's just not as energetic as Rice and Souček are, and that's really important. And when you're rocking a 3-4-3 as we are today,
the thing is though,
they need to have the energy.
You could be like Moutinho, and I would say, obviously Moutinho is not once maybe as fast as he was because again he's an older player, but I also think he's technically more gifted than Mark Noble. So I think I'm not saying
dare you?
No, but it's you can be a lot slower, but you can be technically gifted. It was the same as like Xavi and Iniesta. They were never the quickest, but they could unlock a pass from absolutely anywhere. It's same with Pirlo. He was never the fastest on the pitch, but no matter how old he was, he could still switch the play, ping a pass, do all the intent. And I'm saying it's not a knock against Mark Noble. Technically he's not as gifted as some of those guys, and I think he struggles when he's in midfield. Our midfield.
I think it's just a case of if there's three, then I'm more than happy to have him in there. In fact, if anything, if we're playing three, I would prefer it. But in a two, you need different legs, and like you say, Wolves are set up for Moutinho and Neves. We aren't set up for Mark Noble. That's the difference as well. Neves has been there for 3-4 years now. Moutinho came in the first season they were in the Prem. They have an entire team set up specifically to make the best out of those players, whereas we can't set up for Mark Noble in that sense. And so we need to have that energy. We need to have that energy. We need to have the
Ryan Fredericks is done.
Just everything in that role. We can't, otherwise we can't. Unless it's a free. Again, if it's a midfield free, more than happy to have him in there. But even then, I'd still, arguably, if we were playing 4-3-3, I'd start Rice, Souček, and Fornals.
Is Ben Johnson on the bench? Because
yes.
Ryan Fredericks looked like he's done.
Yes.
That's actually, I feel, the first time where I felt like, oh no. Because actually, Ryan Fredericks has been one of our better players through the first 2 games of the season. Oh yeah, sub bingo. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
We've all lost sub bingo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happened for the first time. David Moyes, through Stuart Pearce, through Alan Irvine, is having to make a substitution. I can't believe it, Charlie.
Through the power of Ryan Fredericks' calves, we have sub bingo.
It looks muscular, which is not good at all. That's bad for Fredericks. I think he's been unbelievable the first couple of games of the season.
Unbelievable was a stretch. He's been good.
Yeah, I don't know what I say. He's been good. Here we go. If that is muscular and it looks like it is, he may be out for a few weeks. Ben Johnson is on in his place.
Can we just talk about how many things Stuart Pearce has in his ears? He has the earpiece here. He's got an old timey phone here. He's just communicating with so many different people at once. Beautiful scenes.
A long Antonio throw. I've not seen this in a while. Bloody hell. There's no Andy Carroll to aim for this time though, so it's never really going to work. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie, Charlie.
I can tell because Ryan Fredericks went down and you said, "Oh no, this is the end of our season. Doom has appeared. The end is nigh. Run for your lives." No, I understand that. I'm not too nervous right now. We'll see how it goes. And this is a good, as Ombrophobia this is a good chance for Johnson, to be honest. It's a good game for him to come in on. There's a lot of pressure on him, but that's okay. He's slightly less so given our formation. So I'm not too scared. Not yet, anyway. We'll see. It's too early in the half for me to get scared. But Ryan Fredericks in general, I think he's been good. The system works for him. It's a shame for him specifically because he looks like he's finally started to get a run of games together where he's actually looking all right. But he hasn't. It's a shame that he's come away injured because realistically, it's like this is the first time he's actually managed to do it at West Ham in a formation that clearly suits him, and it's like it sucks. It sucks for him specifically.
It does. Mad. 142 of you now in the Discord. So that's nearly 60, 70 people that have signed up today. Thank you so much. That looks like a foul in Antonio by Connor Cody, or is it going to be a goal kick? Glenn, you really are backing this West Ham win a bit too much. I'm all for it. Let's go.
I said so at the end of the video I did with Glenn yesterday, or was it the day before?
Jeffrey, there you go. I don't usually smoke this. This is raspberry menthol. It's usually Heisenberg. Sorry, Charlie.
Back to football. Yeah, no. At the end of Glenn's video, he asked me if I were to triple captain someone in a fantasy league team this weekend, who would it be? And I did say either Adama or Raul Jimenez because I just couldn't see a situation in which neither of them didn't score. And at least we're talking. I was thinking two.
Mad.
And yet here we are, doing
Sorry.
all right.
Mitch Trubisky just got benched. Oh, it's a great ball in by Cresswell. Is that the dome himself has leapt like a salmon
Has he?
and headed it over
Sitting
the
up,
bar,
I'm excited.
unfortunately.
I'm excited to see his beautiful bonds come flying in.
It's just things you'd love to see. Tom Ball is going mad in the Discord on match day. Dan TDM. Bloody hell, there's a name I've not seen in
I've not
a
thought
year.
about that for a while.
The OG of YouTube. Who has been the best player so far? I think it's a two-horse race at the minute between Jared Bowen and Mikel Antonio. I think they've both put in worldy performances so far for us.
I'd say Jared Bowen as well.
Yeah. Say my name, I will donate. Maxi Gaming Savile. There you go. Hi, mate. Nice to see you. What?
Nothing.
Maxi Gaming Savile.
Nothing. Oh, Angelo. He's just I just would.
What about Wolves? I don't really think there's been a standout player for Wolves. I think we've actually been that much better. I don't think there's been one person really for Wolves that stood out for me.
I think Adama is having an Adama game. He's not at full force yet, but every time he picks up the ball, he's drifting past about 8 players at once. But that's just Adama does what Adama does, isn't it? When it comes down to the rest of them, again, they've struggled to really put some stuff together. I mean, their midfield has been. I don't want to go as far as boss, but I certainly think ours has been better. I think Neto after that
played them
early.
off the park. I at the minute anyway. I'm going to shut up soon because every time I talk, as the Arsenal watch along proves, when I was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing really well," was in Nketiah scores.
Can I also just say I've changed my mind? I've just seen Adama's moustache, and I'm not about that life. So he's gone from my. I'm gonna have to pick someone else. I'm going Rio Patricio. Their defenders haven't been great. They stepped off too much. Neto, outside of that early
get it gone.
destruction of
Get it gone, Ogbonna.
the early destruction of Balbuena, hasn't really looked lively. Raul Jimenez has not really created. It's just Adama's really the only one. Adama Traore. Absolutely bantering the Poundland, Adama Traore off the park with that barge. Came in with the force of 1,000 suns, just bang.
Thank you, Fo, for the updates. I appreciate that, mate. He's just feeding me NFL updates.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
I know.
Do you have to quickly go and check my 2 fantasy teams whilst the game's going on, just to see how I'm doing?
Okay, well, you do stuff that's unimportant. It's a good opportunity for Wolves here. This is again where you want it. Raul Jimenez is faster than he seems. Neto with just a heavy touch, and Ogbonna, as Tom said 30 to 40 seconds ago, got it gone. Got it gone. Like
Why do I listen to people?
I just feel like it's not quite there for Wolves yet. We'll see how it goes, and they don't have as effective a bench as they usually have. They've got some people on there that could do stuff, but it's not
as
quite
stacked as ours, though, is it?
No, which is just, usually Wolves have like a Podence or a Jota or an Adama on the bench where they can go bang, here it is, and they drop it and it's good.
Yeah,
but they don't really have that.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, well, especially with Jota going, it's kind of left it with Adama starting now. I always loved watching Adama come off the bench because I just thought he's so good off the bench.
Pass by Ben Johnson.
Chat mate says Ben Johnson's looking shaky as fuck.
It's not looking assured since he came on. That pass was very poor. He did
just get a beat a moment ago, didn't he? He does need to get up to speed ASAP. Unfortunately,
he's not having as good a time as he has had previously. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way.
I think he's not like Fredericks when he can just afford to go forward and then make it all the way back. He's not quick enough. Masuaku as well. I think Masuaku's had a good game at left wing back. He naturally suits that role a bit better. And I mean, if we're going to continue to play 5 at the back, Cresswell at centre back, played there. I thought he was really good there a couple of seasons ago when Moyes first came in. Naturally, they suited those positions much better.
That's really good defending by Masuaku against the Dharma. That's like
Stop it.
legit.
Stop
good.
it! Don't say it too loudly, Charlie. It's going to come back to bite us.
I don't mind it coming back to bite. I'm just giving him the credit when it's due, because to be honest with you, I've never been able to give it to him before, so I should give it to him now, because he's probably never going to get it again. But that was really good defending against the Dharma.
Yeah, I will say though, the last 5 minutes, Wolves are clawing their way back into the game, slowly but surely. It is very much slowly but surely, but we've got the ball on the break. Antonio, he's gone round. I'm pretty sure that's Cody Square. He must be free in the box. No. Antonio plays it across. It's a dig. Save off the post! Jared
Bowen! I'll change it.
Oh, get in. Get in. Jared Bowen.
How is it
Jared
happening?
Bowen. Have my children. Unbelievable. All right, let me try and describe it because it's going to happen in a minute for Charlie. Antonio whips a ball to the edge of the box to Pablo Fornals, who low-driven shot off the post, comes straight back out into the path of Jared Bowen, who follows up absolutely brilliantly. He's in the right place at the right time. He finishes it off with his left foot into an empty net. It is 2-0 to West Ham. Charlie?
Antonio he mugs off the defenders again. They're backing off him way too much.
Here we go again.
Pablo Fornal's shot is good, and then Bowen's just in the right place at the right time. I mean, that's what you want. You want him to follow in. It's the one thing I said a lot about players in the past and strikers in the past, is it's just frustrating when you don't follow the ball into the net. Why are you not doing it? Just follow it in, because if a shot like Pablo Fornal's there bounces off the post, you need the opportunity to flip and get it in, and he's done it perfectly. Again, Wolves centre-backs are just standing off. What are they doing? Originally, Antonio, when he gets in towards Cody there, Cody's catching up. But then none of them could shut him down anywhere near soon enough. I think Matinho tries to shut down Fornals, but he takes the shot early, which is good, because you take any time, you're getting done. It's unfortunate for him, but just to see Bowen come into that area, good. It's just good.
Charlie, I'm hiding.
Tom.
Can we just end the stream now?
It's
please?
just
Tom.
good. It's good, Tom.
Can we end the stream now?
And if you want, I'll see you later. Little joke from me to you.
Migsy, F.U. Moyes naysayers. I sense that me and you, Migsy, are going to have this same discussion every week. Listen, tactically, he set it up perfectly. Said the same thing last week against Arsenal. Just didn't finish the game out the way that I thought that he would, which is the issue, I think.
Fair play to Glenn, who's made some money as well. Who's made money off my pessimism. Fair play, Glenn. I appreciate it. Dude. I can't not.
He just doesn't. That's never going to change my mind. For as long as he continues to be our manager, I can continually think that he doesn't close games out well. Tactically, sets him up.
We'll see.
Fair enough.
We'll see. We've got just over half an hour left in this game. This is when usually the mistakes occur.
Okay.
Mistakes. This is when he doesn't do enough to close the game. But we are dominating here. And again, the way the system is set up is so we can absorb the pressure and then on the counter attack punish them. That's the whole thing. It's literally the entire setup, and it's working perfectly right now against Wolves, who aren't defending very well at all. I know I keep bringing it up, but their centre backs need to be a bit more proactive in trying to stop anything.
What I will say is, though, this is bad news again for the likes of Yarmolenko, Allaire, Anderson, anybody else that's on the bench. They're going to struggle to find their way back into the team.
I mean, we'll see. It's one game. It's one game, and Moyes doesn't change anything anyway. So they were struggling anyway when Moyes got hired. Declan Rice with one of the worst passes I've ever seen him play there. He just looked at the sideline and went, "What if you have the ball?" It's like, "Bruv, please, to a player."
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not all panic now. Okay, let's just not all panic now. All right. How long have we got? Half an hour. Let's just all try and calm down. Calm down. Let's all just take a breather. Scott Saul, happy lads, very happy. I'm not getting too excited. I feel like I just need to just calm down, just remain on a normal wavelength. Not get too upset. Not get too up. Not get too down. Not get too excited.
What I want you all to do is remember this for in about 3 minutes' time, when Tom is losing his mind at every single shot Wolves have.
Did we, mate? How are you finding us today, Charlie?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh no.
Counter-attacking system. What did I just say? Counter-attacking systems work. They work for a reason, and this is what we're doing. It's like I said earlier. It's quite similar to the way Moyes set up the first time around, except he's not isolated. It's not just Arnautovic by himself. He's got Antonio, Fornals gets forward, and Boeing gets forward, and that's sort of the important thing there. Is that
right?
Despite there not being enough attacking players on the pitch, we're getting at least 3 at them, which is something we didn't do Moyes' first time around. We were only getting 1 at them. And it's sort of working, and this is why I know everyone thinks Moyes wants a big target man in there, but he doesn't really. He enjoys a smaller player just as much because he can just punt the ball long at them, which is what we've seen with Antonio with that second goal, for example. So it's good. It's good. You can't really knock it.
What I will say is we passed the next test. Adama Traore has just gone off for Fabio Silva, one of the most expensive signings so far this summer. So we passed the next test.
I don't really... Tom could talk to me about Fabio Silva because I don't really know much about him.
Oh, mate, he is my Football Manager legend. For those of you that play Football Manager, Fabio Silva has done bits. Semedo back in an old bonnet again. I tell you what, that man...
Traore's bleeding from his mouth. It's like you yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not going to show the stream. But I did a silly. I did something daft. I headbutted my desk, pretty much.
It was
a
thing. Yeah, but tell me about Fabio Silva. What position does he play? Give me some information on him.
Striker.
Okay.
Scores goals in Football Manager. I hadn't heard much of him. I'd never seen him play before this season. Only what I knew of him from Football Manager, which is that he's always one of the best products to buy early on.
He's one of those people who I hear the name of a lot, but I've never actually sat down to watch play. So I know next to nothing about him.
He is a Portuguese wonder kid, as they say. He's got pace.
He plays for Wolves.
Did you expect anybody other than a Portuguese player to be signing for those guys?
What have you got? Foshizi, Fabio Silva, 18-year-old striker from Jesbis. Fabio Silva, Football Manager signing, didn't play much for Porto. Wolves have signed Silva the same way Monaco signed Pellegrini. Tom knows what I'm saying. Yeah, fair enough. Pellegrini's one of my boys. I buy on Pez. I love Pellegrini.
Pietro Pellegrini.
He's a boy. He's an absolute boy. I love Pellegrini and Pez. He's a grand old.
Shout out Arezzo and Pelestri as well. I think from the Argentines. I usually sign as well.
Pellegrini's great. Pellegrini's great because he's got a bit of everything. I love him. I buy him every year. But at the same time, I have never seen him play. I've seen him. I think I've seen him play once.
Circle. If that is Ray, safe saying buying for 3 points incoming. There you go. Nice to see you, mate.
Good to see you, bro.
Another opportunity goes past. Jared Bowen in and around it again. Masuaku does well. Drives to the byline. Crosses it across the box. Jared Bowen couldn't get the last touch in there, unfortunately. I tell you what, Arthur Masuaku's having a very good game.
Eric, goal stats, 25%, 75% second half ball possession. Yeah, that sounds about right. They have been dominating the ball. Oh, Russ has appeared in the chat, everyone, with irons. Hello, Russ. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend.
Russ.
How is the stadium today? I assume it's exciting.
I'm sure it's loud and rocking. Russ Boss indeed.
Russ Boss indeed. Oh, Bowen.
Bloody hell, Charlie.
Sorry. Let me turn myself back down just in case I decide to breathe again. That wasn't as loud. Apologies.
25 minutes to go. It is a West Ham corner.
So this is what Masuaku's good at. I mean, his cross in there was actually good as well. That's the second good cross I've seen him put in as many weeks. Which
do you know what?
Scary.
It's actually alarming, the difference between how good Arthur Masuaku can look sometimes and how bad Arthur Masuaku can look sometimes.
Yeah, it's when he has less responsibility. Cresswell,
corner, comes in across the ball. Oh, it's gone in.
Oh no.
Thomas Souček. It's 3-0. What is going on? I thought Patricio had saved it. We're beating Wolves 3-0. Charlie, I'll see you later, mate. Yeah.
It's a
enjoy the rest of the stream.
okay. Just so everyone knows, it's a corner to West Ham. We're getting there. Let me check. I'll change it. I'll change it now. I'm looking forward to seeing it, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like the way Russ comes in, instantly says there's a goal. Love that. I think Russ, you just come in when there's a goal, just to see the scenes, as it were. Just to see the scenes, as it were.
Is it safe for me to come back?
Yeah, we're at West Ham have a corner currently. Cresswell to take it. Puts it in. Oh, Souček at the near post. You love to see it, boys. Souček at the near post.
Russ, do you know what? I'm going to give Russ the...
Give Russ
for that one.
Give Russ the assist as per usual. My Ham's 11. Go subscribe if you haven't already. What a man.
Every time that he comes in here, there's always a goal. You know when Russ appears in the chat, something's about to happen.
Something's about to happen. I can't believe it.
It's 3-0.
It's a really good run from Souček to the near post, and I think his header deflects off someone. Yeah, it does. It deflects off, I think, Raul Jimenez in the box. Not complaining whatsoever, because that's 3-0. But, yeah, it deflects off Raul Jimenez and past the goalkeeper, Patricio. Now, I don't know whether Patricio would have had it if it didn't. I don't know, but it's just way too close to him to even begin to react. It's 3-0. Great run, though. And that's the sort of thing you like. That's a set-piece tactic. That's them saying, actually, Souček, run to the near post instead of your usual, like, train thing that they've been doing. So, big moves, big plays. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Don't know what that smell was. I'm really sorry.
I can't really believe what I'm seeing, Charlie.
Are you scared? Are you still shook?
It's not so much shook. I'm just like, I feel like I should be pinching myself just so I make sure I'm actually awake to see what's happening. I mean, not only have we beaten Wolves at this point. I mean, I don't want to do a West Brom yesterday, but we have dominated them in every area of the pitch. I will also say, as I know he's just put it in the live chat, my brother, who predicted that we would win before the game, 3-0, I think it was. Well done.
Fair play, Ben.
Well done.
Fair play.
Well done.
I will say you were a lunatic then, and you are now, but fair play. Fair play.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have just been sensational today. And I know Miggsy said it's Moyes when we lose, Irvine if we win. It's not. I will stand behind David Moyes when tactically he gets it right.
Good opportunity for
but yeah, it's good. We've done very well today.
Yeah.
Hashtag Alan Irvine in.
Hashtag Alan Irvine in.
I tell you what, that's gonna be for Gonzo later on when he does the review full time. It's gonna be the thing. Hashtag Alan Irvine.
Hashtag Irvine in.
Irvine in. Yeah.
There we go. I think that's the one.
Look,
fair play. Look, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about the Moyes thing, because it is just going to run on and run on and run on. So he plays one style of football, and this is it, and that's okay. Like if that's your thing, that's fine, right? That's not going to change though. So in a game like this, and I'm shocked it's working as well against Wolves. I didn't think it would work that well against Wolves. I was more confident against the Leicester. And even to an extent in Arsenal than I was Wolves. I did say before the game I felt a bit confident. That was more just because I was like, I don't know what Wolves or what West Ham are going to turn up. He deserves credit, but he also deserves criticism when he doesn't change things because he should have because of a different opposition. That's the eternal problem with Moyes. But he deserves credit for this because, I mean, we're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up and it's the tactic that has been laid out has worked completely and utterly perfectly. As someone, I think it was Eric who put in the chat earlier, about 5 minutes ago, that the possession was 25% for West Ham and 75% for Wolves in the second half so far. And I mean, that's what the tactic's there to do. The tactic is there to frustrate them, let them sit down, and then just bang it long. You know, that's the whole thing. And it's working. So of course he deserves credit. Of course he does. I just hope that he changes it when it comes to other things. But for now,
I will say,
done it.
Looking at Alan Irvine on the touchline, is it just me, or does he have a little bit of Father Ted?
I was going to say the exact same. The second you said, looking at Alan Irvine, I was like, you're a racist now, Father. Like, he does, doesn't he? He does look like Ted Crilly.
He gives me big Ted Crilly vibes.
Big Ted Crilly vibes.
I feel like should we expect Series 4 at some point? Like, I swear you died years ago. What a show! Shout out Father Ted.
Shout out Father Ted.
Wolves to get 2 quick goals for quick squeaky bum time. I hope not at this point, because I will be hiding under the desk. Need to change sub bingo to not include 4 subs.
I think it's a fair point. I do think it's a fair point. We'll run a round 2 of sub bingo, right? So whatever we all said still is in play. Because no one expected the injury. No one expected. So it's still in play for first, but we'll see. I mean, that's maybe a bit unfair because we've already made a sub, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But, just as we're talking about it, Russ Budden, a couple of West Ham subs coming on. So there we go. So we're talking, 72nd minute? We're seeing some subs.
I said 74th. We have to go back and check the
I
donation.
said 69. There was a 76, a 79 in the donations, I think.
It depends, because obviously Russ he'll be in front of all of us because he's seeing it happen live right now. Obviously, he's in the stadium as the West Ham DJ. Masuaku, see you later. Cuts it back, edge of the box. Souček, big deflection. Antonio is the offside. Spoons it back up into the air for Patricio to catch. Sat back down. Wolves now. Ladies and gentlemen, sub bingo is still on.
Sub bingo is still in play.
Get your donations in for sub bingo. When do you think it's going to happen?
This definitely means we're making no signings. So it says clips. Clips. Allow it. Allow it.
You see, you've got everybody excited, Russ. It's Nelson Semedo who's come on. Who's come off? Sorry.
For what? Hoover?
Yeah. Jacobs Cracker says, "How was Adama played?" He was quiet the entire game.
I disagree. I think he's done. I think he's just he hasn't had the end product today. When he's on the ball, he'll take it past 3 or 4 defenders quite easily. In fact, the only one who I've seen stop him is Masuaku somehow.
I think Masuaku is. I think Arthur Masuaku has actually quietened him down for most of the game. I don't think he's been able, as Miggsy said, the time we swamped him every time he got the ball. I think he had a poor game for Wolves.
I wouldn't say he hasn't been poor. By his standards, I think it is, but I think it's Hoover who came off as Semedo. It's he when he's on the ball, he's done Adama things, which is take the ball past 3 or 4 people. As Moutinho comes off as well. It's just that he hasn't been able to do anything with it. And I don't know if that's necessarily even him. It could be the whole Wolves. I think just us flooding the box makes it very difficult for him to do anything. But he has taken it past people. I think if we look at the stats, he still would have dribbled past more people than everyone else on the pitch combined.
I will say it does make me laugh, just simply because it's currently the 74th minute. We're winning 3-0, and we still haven't made any unforced
changes.
An unforced change. You just what was it that thing he says in stay classy, San Diego. That's it.
Yes.
Stay classy, David Moyes.
Stay stale.
Yeah. Quickly, I will, just as we're in a bit of a moot point in the game, I will chuck a link to our Discord in the chat. So if you want, you can join us for talk match days, pre-match days. If you need your streams for the West Ham games, there's streams to the all the other games in the Premier League and whatnot. So jump into the Discord, join us. It's a good laugh. Lots of West Ham fans in there. Lots of Premier League or football fans in general in there as well. Loads of different channels and stuff. You to have a laugh, have a joke with all of us. Do join us there. It is good fun. And if you are new around here, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps us out. Dan TDM, what's the Discord? If you just click the link I've just put in the chat, you will see it and it will take you directly there. You can accept it and come and join us. Glenn says, "Goodness me, I came for the positivity. Everyone expects us to lose tomorrow, so I came here to see how some people, but everyone is just shocked."
Welcome, Glenn, to supporting West Ham. We never predict a win. That's a lie. That's a lie. Jeffrey Study. If this game was a curry, what curry would it be? Why? A dal, because it's spicy af. You know, a vindaloo. Yes. Oh, there you go. Vindaloo. No. Vindaloo. Yeah, that's a good shout. Because it's spicy af. You know, surprisingly so. Surprisingly so. You're not expecting it, and then bang, it hits you. Just out of nowhere. Wallop.
He's dying. I'm just going to put another light bulb in.
You know, it just hits you real quick. Life comes at you fast sometimes, you know. Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Glenn. It's going to be a really good match. I said this to you in the video yesterday, but it's going to be a really good match. The Arsenal match tomorrow. It's the one I'm looking forward to most this weekend. They are playing. No, not Liverpool. Was it Liverpool?
Must be, surely.
My brain is frozen. It says Liverpool, but I can't remember for the sake of me. My brain is in. It's in shock. I've not slept enough. I've not slept enough. But good luck.
I heard you were awake until an ungodly hour of the morning this morning.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. You know?
What is sleep? I still can't believe 15 minutes to go. Well, I've lost sub bingo. Charlie's still on for. Are you still on for sub bingo?
No, I said 69.
I think so. Running for sub bingo.
I think 69 is the right bet. I said the first one would be 69 and the second one would be 84. Shout out to Mike. Anything happened in the game? Nah, not really, Mike. Not really. Not much, I'll be honest. It's been quite quiet. It's been a dull one. It's been a Korma type day. You know. To be clear, it's not a diss on Korma. I like Korma. It's just you know. Rebecca, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm alone now. Tom, what's your opinion on the Tiffany song?
Whoa, Arthur Masuaku just went back to being Arthur Masuaku.
I think we're alone now. What's your opinion on it?
Bloody hell. Just when you think that Arthur Masuaku has had a good game, he tries to go back and he comes as Arthur Masuaku. What did you say, Charlie?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What's my opinion on...
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's too late now.
No.
It's too late. It's too late. That's the thing with Arthur Masuaku is he's good at one thing and it's dribbling. That's why I was so shocked he managed to tackle Adama, because it's just a wild thing to have said. That's just a sentence that doesn't make any sense. A sentence that should never be said is Arthur Masuaku tackled Adama Traore. It's just not okay.
Mike says your score display says 3-0. Clearly it isn't working.
Oh yeah, it's broken. Sorry, Mike. You know these things happen. The technique. Things happen. Funny.
Those two. Oh, I think you're alone now. That's what you were talking to me about. It's just something's just twigged in my brain. You said, what are my opinions on that song?
Sure.
Who sang that song?
Who indeed sang that song, Tom? No, Tom.
Tiffany.
Tiffany, yes. What's your opinion on I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's decent, mate. It's decent. It's
Decent. Little falls as she's crawling around.
Maxi Gaming. Hello, I hope you're well. I'm a huge West Ham fan, and when they scored the third goal, I threw my phone across the room and broke it. Happy days.
Sorry, Maxi. That was the best West Ham. My favourite part of this whole video is Tom breaking into I Think We're Alone Now 5 minutes later, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright, I don't mind.
We're approaching we are now in the 80th minute. We've still not seen a sub. Sub bingo's still alive. Sorry, somebody else I know said up there. Hi gents, while 3-0 is this the end of Noble? No need for him. Did say this earlier. I think there's Trevor Brooking. What a man. No mask on though, Trev. What are you doing? I don't necessarily think it's the end for him, but it's I think the formation that we play, it suits it better without him. I think.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I don't think it's the end of him at all. I think the end of him was like a year ago, but it's just a case of playing a formation where he can play sometimes and can't play sometimes. You know? He's not first choice.
No.
In any formation, he's not first choice. Unless you're playing a 4-4-2 diamond narrow, then yes, I would start him. But in any other situation, no.
Richie says, can't wait for West Ham Clips' video for this one. I mean,
we are massive. Oh, there's Trevor Brookin. What a man. But no masks, Trev. What are you doing?
Love to see it.
We are massive. Come on, you Irons. It's going to be a good video.
I was going to say, Paul Harrington. West Ham have scored 3+ goals in 3 consecutive home matches in all competitions for the first time since March 2011.
Jesus Christ.
Bloody hell.
That is a stat and a half.
That is.
I mean, it helps that we've had 2 League One games in there, but
it
League
is.
One teams, yeah.
Somebody else. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. My brain switching off. Oh, excuse me. Conor Matthews, that was it. Can we appreciate how good the crosses from Masuaku have been? He's had an unbelievable game from me.
He's been good.
Arsenal Manic comes in just to say, Moyes, is it time to build a statue of David Moyes?
No. It's time to build a phone line for David Moyes so he can manage every game from home, apparently, because that's the key to success.
Jeffrey says, best Havertz chat video since Gonzo peed on the docks. Oh, that's a while back.
I'll take it. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Can you see Nobes getting a start barring injuries? I don't think so.
I do. I think if you get an injury to either Rice or Souček, he gets in instantly. I also think that if you sell Rice, he starts instantly as well.
It is currently the 83rd minute, yes, and there's still no subs. Like I said, every time that, like Russ said, he sees a couple of players warming up, David Moyes is in the earpiece of Stuart Moyes. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Sit them down until the 80th minute. Going on the 85th minute. Don't let them even take to the pitch if they have the chance.
Hold position. Stay true.
Hold. Yeah, Eric, I know Ben Johnson came on, but I meant like unforced. Unforced, everyone. Don't kill me all at once. An unforced one.
One he had a choice.
Yeah. Stephen Jones, highlights. Have I missed anything? Don't think so, Steve.
Not much been happening, to be honest, right?
It's been a quiet afternoon.
A quiet one.
Look, Clips, please do something and do a voiceover.
God,
or even
Tom, look, Clips, what I'll say is this. If you don't do it, he's just not going to stop asking you to do it. Because that's what Tom does. So I'm warning you now.
You've got the phone. You've literally got Stuart Pearce sat on a phone. Okay, Gaffer. All right. Yep. No worries. Yep. And you just know the other end is going, sit down. Is that all there I can see on my Zoom call? Sit him down.
I'll just say that to you, Clips. He won't stop asking you if you don't do it. I'm pre-warning you now, bro.
Dylan Tyrell, imagine not having BT.
I know, right?
I'm watching it on BT, my guy.
Imagine not having BT. I watch all streams legally. Don't ask me questions.
I am actually watching it on BT. So, say I like cops without touching your lips. Naughty. Naughty. I see what you tried to do. Naughty. Naughty. I guess my plan of cutting Moyes' phone line worked then. Well done if that was you.
Cheers, Steve. Cheers, bro.
My bigger question would then be, who the hell has Stuart Pearce been talking to? He's just been Just he keeps hearing the sound of his own voice. Thinks it's voice.
Yeah. He's panicked that there's no finger, so he's just making it look like Moises like talking to him. Or is it? Look at that picture. So yeah, I think he just right lip reading what he just said there. Piercy. It did look like he said the word sub on. I'll believe it when I see it. Right as I say that, Russ Budden comes in, double sub.
I tell you what, Richie Von Rock, you've taken home.
Congratulations.
Sub bingo this week.
Congratulations. Sub bingo winner Richie Von Rock. Everyone, please congratulate him in the chat for the 87th minute? 86th minute, whatever it is. Sub. Congratulations, my friends.
I might do it going forward that whoever wins sub bingo every week, I will buy a Ham Utd vase. An IKEA vase, and send you the IKEA vase.
Or you just buy one and then send it around like a trophy. They then have to send it to someone else.
To enter, all you have to do is just, it can be a small donation, any donation like these guys have done today, just the £1 or £2. And then if you win sub bingo, I will get you a vase and I will send it to you. You find me on whatever, Twitter, Discord, or whatever. And I will send you a vase. There you go. How about that?
What? How about that? Sending you a vase. How about that? That's a wild statement to have made, and I appreciate.
I might do it. I feel like it's a kind gesture.
Fair enough.
I'll be on the phone to IKEA. I'll be on the phone to IKEA.
Can I get a good deal on these vases, please?
Yeah. Although as Richie said, keep your money. I'm in Spain. Yeah, I've run into a slight issue there with international shipping.
Yeah, you didn't think it through. You said it, and it was a good gesture, but you didn't fully think it through. But we'll see.
Sebastian Haller just looks miffed.
We'll see what we can figure out.
He just looks miffed, doesn't he? I would be if I was him. I mean, fair play to Mikel Antonio. He's run his absolute socks off last night.
Good hit.
Jared Bowen as well. Fair play.
Well, I want to just have a little gander at the stats.
Right, okay. Let's just quickly take it back on the vase front. I will figure it out.
We'll go away. We'll figure out the vase thing. It's something we might do in future, is what we'll say. But we'll figure it out because we need to deep sit a little bit before you start making such wild.
That was wild from me. I will figure it out. I want the vase to spread. All right, so let's just we'll put a cap in it now. We'll come back to this.
We'll come back to it. Again, if you do want your own vase, the link is in the Discord. If you go to links on the Discord on the left-hand side, you will be able to find a link to IKEA's website where the vase is sold.
Darren Smith, ruffle your piss jar.
Listen, I need to pee, Darren. You aren't wrong. I'll tell you that much for free.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could fill 2 loads of piss up in here.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to go pee quickly.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. The Hammers chat, not sponsored vase, is in the Discord. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst Charlie's in the toilet, what did we think of that today? Are we pleased? Thoughts on the game before we end up finishing? What kind of flowers would we get in the vase? With the vase. Vase to spread. Thought you said SARS. Unfortunately, not though, Russ. We're all dealing with another pandemic at the minute, so hopefully SARS doesn't come. You're still Tom. Thanks, Ed. Love you too. No, Rebecca, you see Stephen said about flowers coming with the vase, but there are no flowers coming with the vase. I'm so sorry. You could put flowers in the vase. I mean, it is big enough. It has a big enough thing for flowers. It's multiple uses. It could be your piss jar. It could be the flowers. It could be a drink. Be wine. It's all these good things. Glenn says, loved being a Hammer for 90 minutes. Is it this much fun every time? What a team. No, it's not that's fun every time, but it is fun when you're in here with myself and Charlie for 2.5 hours. That's the fun part about it. Buy a squeaky toy for your dog just to annoy Charlie when you do live videos. I will do that, Richie. I will do that. We need a new keeper, says Jacob's Crackers. I would say no at the minute. I think Fabianski's had a good game today, but there has been times where he's looked very suspect, unfortunately, this season. What else we got here? Clayton, after Newcastle, then Arsenal. Now we do this to Wolves. What are we going to see next up against Leicester? After the way Leicester performed today, we could see anything, Clayton, I think. No, don't tell me what to do, says Rebecca. Fair enough. I was just telling the chat how to use a vase.
You were telling me how to use a vase?
Well, because it has so many different attributes to it. It could be if you need to go to the toilet, you're far away from the toilet, piss in it.
Okay.
Easily.
Sure.
You've got the flowers option. Drink. Could be Coke. Could be squash. Wine for a carafe. It doesn't even have to be a glass. It could just be a pourer.
It could just be a pourer.
It could just be
a
pourer.
Yeah, no, it could be. Wait, what could it just be?
A
pourer. Right, okay, yeah, it could be. Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
Rebecca, I'm saying, if you're a bloke, look at this. I mean, unless that's the size of your
bladder,
yeah, then I'm pretty sure you're going to be easily be able to go in that. As Russ has said, there's been a goal. There's been a goal. For who? It's a great goal for Russ Budden, Jeff. West Ham United coming down here. Russ has said there's been a goal. Declan Rice does well into the box. Masuaku whips the ball across. Sebastian Haller hits it down into the back of the net. It's 4-0 to West Ham. And look at Haller. I feel sorry for him, but hey, I feel sorry for him. There's been a goal, but for who, Ross Budden?
But for who?
Great goal for Sebastian Haller, Jeff.
I've just had to put West Ham 4, Wolves 0 in the video.
Quad.
Quad.
Quad. Shout out Operator Perry. Masuaku, as Connor says, again with the cross, and it is 4-0 West Ham. Oh, what's happened here? Your brother is crap at score predictions. I know. Ben, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Quad.
Quad. Oh, I've just realised if you join the Discord, I'm going to shamelessly plug it again. There is an actual vase emote in the Discord.
There is a vase emote in the Discord.
It's a vase emote in the Discord.
Get your vases out, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the Discord, jump into General and lob some vases in there.
Well, what's funny here is that Gonzo's put the video up to go streaming later, and it currently says West Ham 3, Watford 0. So, gonna have to change that, sir. I love that, Russ. That is fantastic. You didn't even do anything, Russ. That was just me being stupid.
Cheers, Russ. Appreciate it.
It's been a goal for West Ham United.
My stream has completely crapped the bed so much. I'm still not at 4-0, just so you know.
Just because Gonzo is going to go live at full time, we need something to say to Gonzo. Quickly, can we try it? 9 likes off 100 likes in this video. Please do drop a like. Let's try and get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. We really appreciate it. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's try and push it above 100 likes for the video. There's always over 100 of you in here. So, yes, please do. As it hits 100 likes very
Love
easily.
That. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys. Foshizi, 4-0. This is just beautiful. Tears of joy. Hashtag Hammers Chat Vars. As the full-time whistle goes, West Ham beating Wolves 4-0. 4-0.
Wow.
So, what are we saying to Gonzo? I'm pretty sure it's hashtag Irvine in.
Hashtag Irvine in, as Richie Von Brock has just put it in. We'll do it like that. We're going to spam you the link now in the chat. While you do that, I will thank you all for coming. It's been a great stream. It's been a great win. I didn't expect it, but we really do appreciate it. We're going to give you the link, and it's, as Tom's just put it in, hashtag Irvine in. We want you to go over to the review and spam that in the live comment section for Gonzo's review, which is about to go live. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Fo. Thank you all. Thank you, Ed, for the donation. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone who donated. If I've forgotten you, I apologise. Genuinely do appreciate it every single time. We really do appreciate it. There is the link, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for watching. We'll be back midweek for the Everton game. to do that.
We will.
We will be back for that, so that'll be all good. Thank you, Ross, for the inside information, as per usual, my friend. Thank you so much. Go, click on the link, hashtag Irvine in. Let's go, everyone. Let's do it. Tom, say goodbye.
I'm confused because if I look at Gonzo's screen right now, he's currently had us winning 10-0. He's got 10 fingers aloft, so I'm a bit confused. But yeah, thank you to every single one of you that joined today. Rick Ferguson, you two are boring. So sorry we couldn't appease you, Rick. We try our best, but yeah, thank you to every single
Go
one.
watch Gonzo, who's less boring. Go.
Yeah.
Go, everyone. Go. Cheers. Come on your
Thank
way
you
and
so
see you
much.
next time. See you at the midweek. See you later.